Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jodie, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go.
You're on mute.
Babe. Hello. Welcome to We Love to Hate Todas las Cosas. I don't know. Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. It's Cinco de Mayo. I'm Jodie.
Oh, well, yeah, I am
You're
Amanda. Hello, guys. Look, we're all in a weird headspace. It's been a rough 12 hours since that episode aired. So we're going to get into that. But you know what? We're going to keep it kind of light and fluffy at the beginning here. And we're still here to snark in a polite way. So I'm just going to say right off the bat, keep the chat cute. Feel free to snark, but don't try to start shit. We can't.
Yes. We're all here for each other.
And we're all adults. So we can handle this all together, but let's all come together and experience this together. It's going to be rough, but let's, do you want to get into some housekeeping?
Yes, let's get it done. Let's do it.
All right. Let's check out Robin's kitchen. Where is it? Oh, there it is. What's up?
Ooh. I heard a little double time there. This week, coming up on Girl Dinner, and we're going to talk about this a little bit in Hot Topics, as we will all these fun shows. We have a special guest.
We do.
We watched an episode, and I was anxious to watch the second episode, but it wasn't out when I looked, of a new show called Polyfamily. It is on TLC Discovery Plus, and wow, indeed.
It's giving essence of like Seeking Sister Wives. It's not as dark yet as Sister Wives, but it's the same kind of like shit. Like it's the same energy as Seeking Sister Wives over there.
And it's the same energy as adults adopting adults.
Wow.
Yikes. Right. Over on Level 2, Tier 2 of Patreon. Check that out. There's lots of goodies you could get to. We are on Season 13, Episode 4 of Sister Wives, Kody's Shocking Move. And this is the episode with Kody's famous chart.
Yeah, I actually think this is part 2, but I think this is where they go to visit Mitch's mom, and they're all so rude about her hat
because they have to wear hats. Oh,
it is so uncomfortable to watch. So check it out.
Best ever. All 4 of them are awfully rude, but not as rude as some of these kids on World's Strictest Parents UK. However, we have a special guest who comes on. Long-time listener and friend of the show, Daniel, comes on to talk to us about fostering, because May is National Foster Month. So we get into that really nice long episode, and we had a great chat. It was a lot of fun.
That's going to be on the main feed as well, but it'll still be ad-free on Patreon. But we figured everyone should listen to it because he gives over an hour. We talked about his account with being a single foster parent himself, and it's fascinating. Yep. So check that out.
Yeah. And then, of course, check out our merch, Teespring and Redbubble. Or if you go over on Patreon, there's ways that you can get free stickers, shirts, sweatshirts, and all that kind of good stuff. All right, let's get into some hot topics, Amanda.
Speaking of merchandise, no, me and Jodie did not plan on dressing the exact same way. But
what are we getting at? No.
Okay. All right. On that note, I just want to give a really quick account. Again, we're going to try to keep all good things at the top here. I had one of the best weekends of my like adult life. It was just a
Really?
lovely, lovely weekend. First of all, my daycare at my little dog daycare, it was one of the dog's birthday, and I gathered them up for a little. The mom sent cookies for her son's birthday.
This is adorable.
Cookies, and then I took a picture, and this is like a really cute picture, and I'm really proud of it.
This is adorable. The cookies on the table in their bowls is
Each has their
just
own bowl,
so
Jodie.
much. That is so cute.
I mean,
And look, wait,
was
who's the one? Put it back up for a second. Who's the one furthest away from us on the couch?
The bulldog, that's Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy's like,
I call her Roxy
hey.
Andrews. And then there's Zoe, who's the little staffy. And then Walter, and then Kelly, my Auntie Debbie's dog.
And Walter in the back.
Really hated it. But
my mom's a teacher here.
Look at this. He gets to be all by himself up here, and my mom Daphne is in the house downstairs with all the big dogs down there. And I'm like, your only job.
She come up?
Quiet. What?
Should
no,
come up and say
hello. I was thinking about that, but if she comes upstairs, all the dogs are going to go insane. So we're trying to.
Okay, we shouldn't do that.
Silent over here. But on Saturday, I took myself to the mall. I took a gummy. Went to the mall. Like I was there so early. Like I watched the gates open for H&M, and
you were there for gates. So instead of like a rope drop at Disney, you were there for gates open.
I waited like 4.5 hours like to just leave for the mall. I was so excited to go, because here's another good thing. Me and Jodie 2 months in a row got our payout on time. Didn't have to drive 45 minutes to the bank.
No, it took us about 25 minutes before we were able to do everything, but things are looking
to log into the account and all that, but we did get it done. So thusly, I went to the mall and I put in, and Jesse was like, do you want me to go with you? And I'm like, no.
Let's go to the mall.
So I put in, we just subscribed to Dr. Adam's podcast, the Sister Rights Professor, on Patreon. And so I listened to him and Corey and Carly talk. It was like a whole hour, them just talking about sister wives. And I was just like, I was filled with joy and spent $300. I got this at the Gap, a denim jacket from the Gap. I'm living my 90s fantasy. I also got a Gap sweater that says Gap on it.
What?
I feel like I'm healing my inner child who never was allowed.
The Gap is back.
The Gap is back.
It's back.
The fun thing is that all the clothes look the exact same as in the 90s. So I got the experience of reliving, trying on these same ugly clothes that don't fit my weird body over again. It was just me, but 30 years older, trying on these clothes.
And you're looking in the mirror through tears and you're like, hey, you're
killing it. So anyway, I had a great weekend. How about you?
Well, I'm pretty sure mine is from Old Navy.
Same thing.
So
sisters.
I'm the cheaper, younger sister of the Gap. So there. And just in case she's listening, Allison Clemens said my Gap sweater that I borrowed from my sister to wear to school was not cool. And I just want to say it was Gap. So you don't
Gap
even
is back. Gap is back, Dad.
Okay, so you went to the Gap. You had a puppy party.
Yeah.
Was there a party for the finale of Good American Family? I know this is a dark day.
I partied because it's finally over. Those couple episodes that were really funny, they were good, and then it just kind of fell off. But thank God this thing is over.
How many episodes in all were there?
8 to tell this story. They looked at kind of open.
Different episodes to tell one story.
At the end, I was like,
points of view.
I couldn't really figure out what opinion they wanted me to have at all, but it ended kind of on a positive note, I guess. She's not able to get re-aged, I don't think. But then it's like, well, the court of public opinion. Oh, there's a moment where Ellen Pompeo is with the friend had been talking about, who's her friend, who's also of color, the one person of color on the show, her best friend, but she thinks only to support her friend. That's it. She turns on her at the end. She's like, I have a question, Christine. Natalia sure did look a lot older in those courtroom scenes. She's like, what if? What if? I was like, okay. And then it ended with Natalia back with her new family. And she's kind of given sass to Christina Hendricks. Hendrix is kind of getting over her a little bit. Then there's a black screen that just says, "Oh, FYI, since filming this or whatever, the allegations have come out against this new family and Natalia too." So the
newest one?
Yeah, this is the one she's with now. But that happened during that documentary.
Who is also a little person.
What? No.
Yes. The one she's with now is also a little person.
Oh, then it's the one that Christina Hendricks played. They get rid of her too, I guess. But the way that the whole series ends is on a high note or positive note. It's Natalia, and I don't believe this happened at all. Natalia is like at the kitchen table, surrounded by her siblings, United Colors of Benetton foster siblings. And they're like, "Look, Natalia, look what people are writing about you." And it was like in the song, "You Will Be Found, Dear Evan Hansen," where it's like in the middle of the song, the music stops. And it's just like, "Dear Evan, you made me really want to reclaim my life today." And it's just like voiceover. So that's how this ended. With them, "Look, Natalia, this person says you're an inspiration. Oh, look, Natalia, you're beautiful. Natalia, we're here for you." And then it just kind of fades away like that. And then it was like, allegations have since come out from Natalia and this new family. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, because she ends up going to like one of the foster families that she was with initially, and they were little people, remember?
Oh, okay. Well, they don't even get into that.
Mom was never like, she was always in her scooter. Like she never got out, and they were at the table too. And I think she might have a little person daughter.
Well, are they gearing up for a season 2? They must. There's so much story to tell.
Oh my God. There's so much life to live.
You can skip it. It's so Ellen Pompeo seems like there's a gun being held to her head to participate in this. I don't really understand what she's doing. Great.
Oh God. Okay. Well, let's head over to Polyfamily, which, like I said, was a show that we watched for girl dinner, new show. I think it's worth watching. I really do.
I'm in, because the amount of tension that is established within 30 seconds, really my cup of tea.
And the previews for coming this season are pretty juicy. So just to give you a quick rundown. So the top 2 couples you see here are Tyler and Alicia. They were originally married. They have 2 kids. The bottom couple, he's like 20 years older than her. That's Taya and Sean. All 4 of them, except the dudes, like hook up with each other. They tradesies, switchies.
No, in fact, the dudes fucking hate each other, which adds another little spicy element to the fam.
If we weren't married to the same women, if we weren't married to partners, what did they say? We wouldn't.
We would never even communicate.
We wouldn't be friends. We wouldn't. Yeah. If we didn't have to parent together, live together, or share wives, we would never be friends.
One of my favorite little tidbits here is like where the men like don't know who the kids are, but like it's so very clear that they're all Tyler because the other guy is like, useless.
Yeah. Oh, and they have 2 kids that are both 2.5, and they don't know who the dads are. And Taya's pregnant now. It's a really cute story.
No, it's really fun. Then it's basically the situation there is where 2 people met each other, fell in love, and wanted to bone all day long, and their spouses just were like, "Okay, well,
but
we like too."
But then they did, because originally the blonde and the redhead, they were kind of digging each other, but then the other 2, now they like fuck all the time and like kinky stuff, and they want to tell his wife about it.
I was like, all right,
I'm so in.
And you're like 9 months pregnant, but I'm into it. Like the and the fact that there's still, and this is what all the reality shows do, they try to make an effort to fool the audience. Cody and Robin are doing that to this day. They're fooling the audience, but like all of us, this is all we do with our time. We got you beat. So it's just fun to see when the masks are going to slip a little bit. I enjoy, but go ahead.
Julia said, "Do the gals go weird?" They do, except they call it they appreciate each other.
Oh,
they appreciate each other all the way down, if you know what I mean. But the it's really cute. Let's see, Alicia and Sean, so the redheaded dude and the blonde one. It's
the 2 that got roped in.
Their dynamic is really adorable. What did they call it when they went grocery shopping? It was a fun date to watch, wasn't it?
It
What is
was,
it,
well,
thing you do?
they hate each other, but me and Jodie are on this like, oh my God, Jodie, wait till you see this fucking segue right now. It's a chef's kiss. We've been on one lately about couples that are at like the store that are putting on a performance for everyone else. And that's what these two are trying to do.
Like in real life, like when you walk by them and they're
like pumpkins.
Yeah, they think they are putting on a performance for everyone else at the store, and you're all like,
this is date night for them.
No one wants this.
And we're all here to watch. Yeah. Like, oh, anyway. So they're trying to do that, but then the added thing is that they actually hate each other, so they're really not able to do it. So we're going to probably keep recapping that. We'll figure out what we're going to do with it. But any other notes on Polyfam before I do this segue?
No, I'm so into it. I can't wait. Go ahead with your segue. Okay.
Okay. So I watched the movie from like 2009, I think, called 500 Days of Summer. All right. And have you heard of this?
I've heard of it. You'll be shocked to hear I've never seen it.
Okay.
I know. I'm totally.
I would almost like for you to watch this and just like almost watch it and imagine me watching it. And I, for some reason, just put it on and stuck it to the end. There's a scene in here where they go to IKEA. This is like a 12-minute scene. These two go to IKEA and they fully act out what it would be like if they were living together. And it was a pretty rough watch.
In the IKEA.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
And what are other people doing? There's no one else in the IKEA, of course.
I'll tell you how that scene ends. It ends with them making out on the bed, about to penetrate, really.
No.
And he goes, hey, babe, I don't know how to tell you this, but there's an Asian family in our bathroom. And then they like both look, and there's like an Asian family in the bathroom, looking at them like incredulous, because what are you fucking doing right now?
Yeah, no, I think I would be like a Karen. I'd be like, someone needs to tell the manager. Like,
if you turn the hose on them.
So inappropriate. There's children here.
Oh,
there's families. Actually, I would just feel really bad for that girl, because I'll be like, someday you're gonna regret this.
Oh, you're gonna. That's gonna be one of those things where you're walking down the street and it just hits you, and you're like,
yes, and you're like, oh my God, people were probably in there being like, what is that girl doing? That's so embarrassing. Oh, yeah.
Now I feel like this is an interesting movie to watch, though, because I feel like if I watched this in 2009 or whatever it came out, or most people that watch this saw Joseph Gordon-Levitt as this like what a nice guy. He loves her so much. I wish I could meet a guy like that. And then Zooey Deschanel is this huge fucking bitch, because she says, I don't want a boyfriend, and then he keeps like going at her, and then he's all upset.
Amanda, women don't know what they want.
You just haven't found the right one yet. You just haven't had the baby yet. Yeah. So, but anyway, watching this now, I'm like, she does nothing wrong, and you are annoying. It's too much.
Oh, he's too much.
He is too much. She's fine. She does sing karaoke at one point, and it's one of those like lilty Regina Spektor-esque songs. That was also a rough point in the movie for me. But other than that, like, I don't know why I watched it, but it was just funny that scene actually came up, and I'm like, they're literally acting out a full 50s scene. On that note, here's someone else I think also feels that she, her and her husband are very like this. She just did a podcast with no makeup on, because to act
aspirational. Okay.
Oh yeah, I feel like these two walk around and like perform for everyone.
Who's that?
Harry and Meghan. I don't ever care about the royals at all. I know you care like a lot more than I do. But
I am in. Yeah, I'm into this.
The two stories that came out this week are so funny to me, because what I'm loving is I'm seeing all these interviews from like UK reporters and stuff getting fucking heated. He's like, I don't need to know about the king's health. The only person that I should know about the king's health from is the king. It was just the funniest little interview. Yeah. And so I guess Harry did this surprise interview where he's like, I want to come back. I love my family, but I want my what's it, like, security clearance. And everyone's like, you can just pay for your own. And he's like, it's not the same though. Is that,
Yeah,
that's the
exactly.
issue, right? Is that what the issue is? That seems to be what the issue is.
So I stopped following them because it was just so frustrating because I can't stand Meghan Markle. She's the most
Right.
fake, phony, mean girl, transparent. It's just ugh. Um, and I don't know how people are like, no, she's great. She's a freaking liar. Like she's not this naive, little mermaid. She doesn't know
Like
what's going
Robin.
on. She's a 30 some, she's what, almost 40 or 40-year-old woman. She's been married at least once, perhaps twice. Look into it. Yeah, just go away. No one cares. No one cares.
Well, another I think that what I'm enjoying is that how kind of petty how much more funnily petty they will be over there because Megan is still using her royal highness
For royal, right.
and I think William came out with like a statement saying the second his father passes, like I'm stripping her of that. And I just I'm really enjoying the pettiness of all of this. The royal,
they're really like not supposed to be using it, I don't think.
And you didn't want this, I thought, Megan. You can't have both.
Yeah, you can have your cake and eat it too, just like a little Robin. Okay. So last thing you watch, and I was gonna watch this last night. So this is so interesting that you put this on here because I was a little afraid after watching the trailer that perhaps that was the best parts of the whole movie.
No.
I shouldn't watch it. Or I'm sorry, no, it's a series, right?
It's a series. It's 8 episodes.
Four
Four
seasons
is what we're talking about. Yeah, it doesn't. The previews that I was seeing on TikTok was that the woman who's from Reno 911, I love her. She's Steve Carell's wife, and the only clips I was seeing was like her doing a commitment ceremony and him wanting a divorce, and that's what you kind of know going into the very first episode. So I thought that that's what it was about, but it's really that's just kind of the setting it up. Then it's really just 3 couples who have been friends for years and years, and them kind of navigating that when one of them gets divorced and having to navigate the new girlfriend showing up. And each episode is only 25, 30 minutes, so you can get in and out of this thing for 4 hours. And it's Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, what's his name from Sing Sing? He's got nominated. Somebody tell me.
Oh, I'm blanking. Yeah, I forgot his name. Shoot.
Domingo. Coleman Domingo. Jesus.
Oh, okay.
He's great. I loved it. And it reminds me of the show Love on Netflix, which I brought up a million times. It's it's just very watchable. It's not like laugh out loud funny, but you get really into the characters and you get to know everyone. I think there's going to be a season 2. And I loved it. It was so easy to just binge. You don't have to pay too much attention. It's an easy watch. And the girlfriend is played by the girl that was the original Katie in Mean Girls on Broadway. So I always loved Tina Fey, like using like her faves in all of her projects.
Coleman Domingo.
Is that what I said? I don't know what I said. All right. Is anyone else watching 4 seasons? It's like brand new out this week. I can't believe how on top of it I was, but I loved it. You will like it.
Good. Good. Because you know what I mean? When some of those movies, you're like, oh, shoot. I don't want to like be disappointed. And then I'm like, watching something
it's very
got it.
And there's a movie from the 80s with Ellen Alda that he wrote, and he also makes an appearance in this, and he's very funny in it. Great. All right, let's get on to the nitty gritty here because everyone's been waiting. This is all Jodie's been doing all week and weekend.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we are going to bring in our special guest, one of our own. Okay, do you want to? You can add to stage, Amanda, and I'll take our little picture down. We have a very special guest. TikTok YouTube star.
Hello, everyone.
And this is Anya Dunkel Gallant in the chat. You all know her. You all know
Formerly known.
That's right. And just found out Bryannah, and I feel like you told me this before, but lived in the same town. Her mom lived in the same town that I moved from, grew up in. We're basically related. We're sisters. We're Illinois sisters. Okay, so Bryannah, you have a TikTok channel. You got YouTube at Bad Gal Bree Bree.
Yes, unfortunately, I made that when I little bit younger, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a TikTok's just like it's COVID, like ha ha he he. Now it's like,
Oh, I love
now
it.
I'm fucking stuck. Like it is what it is. So
No,
yes,
I love it.
I do.
Okay.
Or Sister Wives Karen Reed just make fun of what we love to hate.
Yes. And you are so good and you're like so passionate. You get into it like we do. I love it. And you two are into this Karen Reed trial.
Absolutely obsessed.
Now, okay. We are going to get into all of it because I'm obsessed. Let's see, they're probably on lunch break right now, but I've been in court for 2 weeks. I mean, as have you, exhausted.
I'll handle the chat because I have nothing to say. So you guys handle this and I'll jump in the chat here.
You said nothing and that is cowardly. So okay, first thing, and then we'll talk about the case. This is what Karen wore to court on Friday. Bryannah.
Okay.
She wore this in the last trial, and I had a big issue with it. The turtleneck. Just tell me thoughts. Am I missing something? I hate this outfit.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not good. I mean, it's like a turtleneck makes me feel like I'm about to suffocate and die, and it's giving like very like matronly like vibes. Like she's been killing it. Like I mean, Jen McCabe, you know, she came with a new face. She came with new everything.
Oh God, this is why I love you.
You're on TV. Like this is national.
Yes. Okay.
Well, you are the new OJ, but like you didn't do it.
Okay. So, well, first of all, Karen Reed, your thoughts
on just Karen?
Guilt, innocence, personality, anything.
Well, her personality is very just like Boston, like East Coast vibes, like very just hard to the like. It's not likable, like unless you're from there, and like it's just not. However, I don't think that she in any world could have done this. Like there is no way that she did it.
So
like
not even an accident, and she didn't know. Like just okay.
No, because one, the tail light was not broken there. Like there was 2 searches, and you're telling me not a single person on that search found a tail light, but then this guy comes back, he's like, guys, I found it.
There were snow blowers gathering evidence, and no one saw the tail lights then.
And the guy, what we just talked about before, John Nagel was on the stand, and he's like, oh yeah, the snow was barely sticking. Okay. Yeah. So how do you hide a 6 foot man, 200 plus pounds in snow that's not sticking? Like, are you joking?
Like closer to the road too.
Yes.
Like you're going to see that mass. Actually, I think Karen said this. Oh, what was it? Maybe when she did that like Dateline special or something, whatever the documentary was, that she said like it was just like a mound on the side of the road. Like I didn't make out like which body part, but you could tell that's something that doesn't belong there.
Well, okay, I have like 2 things that like are my points of like contention of like I know that she didn't do this, and it's like one is that Jen McCabe did not go inside the house. And if you did not know, like if you're going on this crime scene, like, oh, like let's go find your boyfriend, right? Like he might be cheating on you, like, and you're all just like talking shit in the car, and you're like, oh, maybe something else happened. Then you pull up to the house, and it's your sister, and you find this man dead. I'm an only child. Just I mean, like any one of my family members, I would run into the house, make sure that they're okay. On the phone with 911, like someone else attend to this guy. I need to go make sure my sister's okay. And
especially because she did call her twice, and she didn't pick up.
Yeah.
So she's like, well, they were sleeping. She didn't pick up. I'm like, there's a dead man on the front yard, and your sister didn't pick up the phone.
Yeah. So wouldn't you automatically be like, something's wrong? I need to go in the house. I need to get in the house.
Yeah.
And then Alan Jackson was like, oh, well, so you solved the case. And she did, like, because if anyone's first instinct, no matter what, would be go check in on the house, make sure your other family members are okay. And at least let 911 know, especially with like how close she is with law enforcement. Like she's so many law enforcement members in her family. Like, wouldn't you just do that?
Yeah, Carrie, you work on him. Yeah, go ahead.
Is Jen McCabe like, we don't like her, right?
Okay, let's talk about
Jen.
Do we think that she did it? And like did people she did it? Ooh, this is a rough.
Hold on. So this is important. I'm so Bryannah. We're the same person here. So this was Jen last trial. Okay. She was aggressive, defensive. Just look at her, right? Like she's into it. You're so right, Bryannah. She rolled in there. And the first thing I said, I was like, oh, she got some good work done. Like she got some work done. Now this was her first day on the stand. She looked good.
Yeah, she looks better.
She had the blouse. She had her big old cross showing, right? Like, I love God. I don't lie. Her hair, she had a blowout. She's got like a nice
Professional
tan,
makeup.
some contouring. Professional, yes.
She just looked like she spent a week in fucking Mexico with her spray tan.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, where are they going on vacation?
Oh, nice.
So then the next day she rolls in. She's got like a nice cashmere sweater. It's soft. It's periwinkle. She's still got that blowout, understated makeup. Then she must have done her colors because she found out that these lights, these periwinkles, these light blues are her color. Again, professional makeup. However, I did notice that on cross-examination, the lighting was a little bit different in the afternoon, and some of her contour not blended in all the way. I could see some dots. So,
well, I guess that makes
really complex. I know exactly. I'm like, that's guilty, not blended.
Also changed her part from last year.
Yeah,
that's a bold move too. That's commitment.
Whoa, you're so right. Because she's a bold move.
Yeah, because she's like, oh, this is the side that the camera faces, so I just need to make sure I'm looking good to be on TV.
That takes balls to switch sides.
I know. Again, you have to do it for a year. You need to train your hair. Like if I were to go, like this is it doesn't move.
Yeah,
like,
but maybe it looks better. I don't know. Okay, so I think Jen actually did an amazing job on the stand until like towards the very end, and she just could not, like, what are they saying? Like her beta blockers wore off. Like she finally it was getting to her.
Yeah.
But I actually think she did a really good job to begin.
Yeah.
But then it just it started falling apart. She started getting tired. You could actually see her actually Adam told me this. He's like, I think it's her eyelash glue. Because like I thought maybe she was like twitching, getting tired, trying to roll her eyes, but because she would like do this thing.
I'm like, when she's lying, it's like a double like blink. I'm like,
yeah, girl. You saw it too?
Yeah, she did like a weird like blink and then it'd be like a flutter blink.
Yeah, he's like, I think her eyelash is getting like stuck on the lid or something. But I don't know. I don't wear fake lashes. But she was starting to let the cracks show. She
was. And she like, I don't know, her story, like she seems just like Robin. Oh, I just don't know. Like, I don't know. Like when it was like anything that like would have like that she didn't practice, she didn't know. Like, oh, I just don't know. Like it doesn't, to me, like you look like you're lying even more, like if you don't know anything. But then like whenever like the prosecutor had like the his questions, it was fine. Like she knew everything. And then when
trying to cover up that she did it, or that like someone she's helping, she's part of a cover.
What do you think happened? Like, how do you think it went down?
One of my friends, she's just like that one TikTok where it's like the wife asks the husband, she's like, you're an ER doctor, what do you think? And he's like, no. My friend is an ER, like she is a emergency room doctor. I was like, hey, like casual, like, what do you think? And she's like, there's no way she got hit by a car. There's no bruising. She's like, anytime someone like, there would be massive amounts of bruising. So like, I obviously don't think she got hit by a car. I either think like he got in a fight with that guy, that one son.
Okay.
Or
McCabe's
like,
son, or the
Albert's son.
Albert's son. Because he was allegedly like a
allegedly, obviously.
Right.
Because I guess like there was, again, allegedly, like they were fighting, like had like some beef. And I saw like a comment, again, this could be like totally nothing, that John O'Keefe allegedly found out that he was like selling cocaine.
Okay.
So like then that could have been like because they were fighting. There was like documented proof that like they had some issues going on. So either that or he got attacked by the dog, or like there was some roughhousing and then the dog jumped on him and then it was just over. Because then again, my other point, clearly my co-host Nala, I have a dog. Like
everyone's talking about your dog in the chat, actually.
Yeah.
He barks at everything and anything, like at all. And like you're telling me a German Shepherd. Sorry to bring this up, Jodie. It's a German Shepherd, GSD.
Hey, I know.
I don't do any PTSD for you, but like as you know, like
you're vicious.
They'll take you down the stairs with them.
Exactly.
Don't even tell me twice.
And like they're barking at shit. It's a police dog. Like, and then the dog. And then like this is my other point. Is like the dog. Jen was on the stand. She's like, "Oh, I don't know where the dog was. I didn't see the dog." You're telling me. Like, then where was the dog?
So Amanda, this is what. So Their
I know they
bedroom.
recall the dog.
Well, no, their
the side.
bedroom, first of all, faces the front of the house. Like you would hear that kind of stuff, especially a cop. Like you're gonna know that sound. Oh God, those are cop sirens. That's at our house. What's going on out there? But they got Jen. The defense said, "Okay, McCabe, you get upstairs. You go into your sister's room, and you said you woke him up, right? Like not real loud, kind of in between. Hey, wake up, wake up." And she was acknowledging, like, it's awkward. I'm in my sister's bedroom. It's my brother-in-law. I've never been there. And then the defense is like, so the dog didn't do anything when you walked in the room. A dog who does not like surprises, strangers. It wasn't barking when you went in their bedroom where it sleeps. And she's like, oh, I don't remember the dog at all. You would remember. I would remember Walter barking at me if I went into your bedroom, right?
There's not a dog on earth where if they were in the bedroom with you and somebody walked in, that the dog doesn't immediately run to that door.
Or what about barking at the window, like at the things outside?
Oh my God, my mom is here right now because, like, I'm like,
right,
they will bark. And the one noise outside, it sets everyone off. So yeah, the dog's gonna bark, especially a German Shepherd, though.
So okay, I think the dog was gone. Like, I don't think the dog was in the house. I think that night, and like, unfortunately, I don't think the dog is still alive, like at all. I think something happened
the dog
that
was
night.
Clearly involved, though, right? Because isn't that all the gash marks? They look like dog bites to me.
And there's like scratches on his arm. I'm like, you think that's from a fucking taillight? Like, what?
So then, what happened with the dog? Like, what are they thinking? What's that missing?
I think they said the daughter brought the dog back to her apartment or something with her. Their daughter was there, so she brought it home with her that night.
So then is the dog and the dog bite kind of a red herring?
Well, there is no dog bite, allegedly. Like there's no,
I thought
no one's ever reported a dog bite. The defense is saying John's arm, it could be a dog.
Oh, okay.
And in the past, there have been like neighbors and there have been dog attacks in the past. So there's a history of this dog attacking people.
And Jen McCabe's like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. It's your sister. Like,
they've had the dog for 7 years. It's not like they had it for a year. Like that is a family pet. I mean, it's always a family pet, but you know what I'm saying? Like 7 years is a long time to be like, oh, we're rehoming it.
Yeah, no. And like, again, if there's nothing nefarious happened, so like say nothing nefarious happened, why would the daughter take the dog? Why wouldn't the dog be there?
Right.
It just, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, the dog DNA. There was no dog DNA, but there was pig DNA on John's cuts. And they're like, well, it could be because the dog had like a bully stick, one of those pig ears and dog food and things like that. What do you think about the butt dials from Brian Higgins and Albert?
I think when we all had when we were first our new Android phones, our new iPhones, yeah, you could butt dial. It was so easy. That's why it became a thing because everyone was doing it. Now it is impossible, I think, to make a butt dial. When's the last time you made a butt dial?
Yeah, I don't know. Because
I made one last night at 3:00 in the morning to my friend who was doing a concert in Banff. He's like, hey, I haven't talked to him in 20 years. Hey, I'm doing a concert in Banff. What's up? Nice that he actually responded. That I was like, it was obviously a butt dial.
Oh, no. Okay, but 10 times in a row?
Huh?
Like 10 times? You can't make a butt dial 10 times in a row.
I don't know, because I was walking around with my phone like this. So, I'm saying I'm on the side for that. I could easily do many embarrassing things that way.
Okay, well.
But here's the thing though, Amanda, they asked, okay, so there's Brian Albert who lives at the house. There's Brian Higgins, who whole other thing that Karen Reed was like hitting on him.
And you're so hot. Where?
Oh, that guy.
So embarrassing.
That is so embarrassing.
Awful.
Imagine like your text messages flirting with a guy, like getting that's
enough. Like to him, like, oh, you're hot. Like he's fine. No, I don't think anyone will be like, oh, he's hot.
That's why he's like, really? Like,
yeah, it was embarrassing for him too. He's like, seriously? Because I like hate myself. You know? He's responding how like Amanda, you and I would respond. Like, are you making fun of? Is this a joke? This is a joke, right? Like, You and all your friends are texting me like, haha, let's make fun of her.
Did your friends know this?
Right. No, the butt dial though, Amanda, it was they asked Higgins, oh, there's a phone call to Brian Albert in your phone. He's like, oh, I must have butt dial. I didn't call anyone. First he said he didn't call anyone, didn't call anyone, didn't call anyone. Then he says, oh, well, I must have butt dialed him. Albert says the same thing. I didn't call anyone that night. And they're like, well, it says that you called Higgins. He's like, oh, I must have butt dialed him. So the both of you just happened to butt dial each other randomly at the same time, right after each other. Like, come on.
And then Jen McCabe calling John O'Keefe 10 times. And one of them picking up, and then one of them none. And then they just butt dial.
Well, okay. Do you think maybe Jen McCabe and O'Keefe were like hooking up?
Maybe.
Like there was like a flirtation, something going on there.
Probably. I could see it, like just based off of Karen's reaction of like he's out like fucking someone. Like we've all been there. We've all thought that about someone we were with. Like, oh, like I'm gonna get his ass. Like, of course, like her voicemails are like something that I would have done back in the day. It's something that would be like.
She's also heavily intoxicated, and it's past 2 a.m. Like that's when all that stuff happens.
If my boyfriend was out, like even though like and I'm drinking, we have a great healthy relationship. My first thought, like based off of my past, is my boyfriend's fucking cheating on me, and plus like he's in the same neighborhood that he used to hook up with someone. Like, girl, no.
And you've been like bickering and fighting all day about this, and you're home with his kids.
And if he's like done this before, like he could have been flirty with Jen. Don't know why he would want to, but like he could have been, and that could have been like
piss her off, to piss Karen off. This bitch in the car. My girlfriend's such a bitch. God.
Yeah. Or it could be like that kind of relationship where like he's going to Jen to like vent about his girlfriend, and then it's like then he knows that you're like, oh, I don't want to fucking hang out with this girl when she knows all this stuff. Like, why would I even do that?
And they clearly don't like her.
It's like okay.
I'm sorry, women are women. I'm not saying this is right, but she is okay. She's like the same age as them. She doesn't have any kids, like, you know, keeping her down. She makes really good money. She's pretty. You know, she's pretty. She looks good. She's probably flirting with all their husbands. They don't.
Like, all the husbands are like, oh damn, like she's like whatever. Like
she's got the hot younger version of their husbands. John's single. He's whatever. But their text messages to each other, Karen and John, I didn't read those or listen to them until this time around, and I was like, okay, like he wants to be with her but also like not want to be with her. She is chasing him. Like I see a lot of the way that she is talking and texting with him. It's like, yeah, I hate you, you're an asshole, but then it's like but she really does want to hang out with him. She is like, hey, can I come out with you guys too? Like I miss. She's so into him. She's more into him than he's into her. And it's embarrassing, I think, for her too, to be like, I was chasing this guy all around, taking care of his kids. And his biggest gripe with her was, you're spoiling the kids. You buy them too many things. You're, you know, they like you too much. And I think that shows his insecurity, because I'm sure when his sister and brother-in-law passed away, he was like this big hero coming in to raise these kids, and oh, he's a cop and blah, blah, blah. And then in some of their text message exchanges, he's saying like, you know, everyone's always, you know, spoiling them, my mom and so-and-so and these parents, like everyone's stepping in to help take care of these kids. And I think it bruised his ego.
Probably.
Because he realizes, like this is way harder than I thought it was. And all these people are helping me. And, you know, a man doesn't like to be like looked at as he can't handle all of this. So he's trying, I don't know. I think he was very conflicted. A lot of that get pushed on her. All of his friends are hearing stories from him about her. I do think there is a possibility that she accidentally, like he got out of the car, it's slippery. He hits the back of the car with like his arm because he's falling over. She thinks he like hit the car and she's like, asshole, like reverse drive or something.
For sure.
But they said it's 20, it was like 20 something miles an hour she hit him.
That's
what they calculated.
Oh, yeah.
If you like in your scenario, like sure, like I guess if you're drinking and you're pissed off, like a little bump, whatever. But like
Right.
20 miles an hour is like that shit's on purpose.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Amanda, they said the prosecutor said that what in their theory to what happened is that she drove 30 feet and then really quick reversed
Like,
20
another
feet.
thing. One of those.
Reversed 20 feet drunk, icy weather. She floors it in reverse, hits him like a bullseye, and then just takes off. But that doesn't explain why she would be calling him. Like, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, but you know what? Who's that guy? In Dear Zachary, that documentary, that bitch killed that guy, and she made those phone calls too. Like, hey, I'm on my way. So, like, I guess it could be argued that she did that knowing, like, I need to cover my tracks.
But there's also, Amanda, like,
I don't think she's guilty, by the way.
Yeah, but there's video evidence that got destroyed. Like, there's time lapses in his Ring camera where she's like coming home and there's just gone. There's evidence from the library gone. It's like this
evidence showing the prosecutor, or sorry, not the detective who has now been fired, Proctor. The prosecution gave a video of him on the driver's side tail light looking at it. And then we find out actually that was the passenger side because they flipped the camera video.
Did you hear about the theory that they were going to pin it on the plow driver, but then Karen got up too early and so they had to like pivot everything? This is just something I heard on TikTok, so like take it with a grain of salt. But like that's what like I've heard that could be a possible theory that they were trying to do, and they're like, oh fuck, like now we have to scramble and like do all this again. With how close his body was to the curb, that would make sense. Of like, oh, he was walking out of the house, got hit by a plow truck.
I thought about that too. I'm like, oh, that would make sense. And then maybe there was tail light and it like scooped it up and shoveled it or whatever. Yeah, like anyone who lives in the cold climates know, like when those plows come, it's like tilted to the side. So where things end up, or like who the hell knows. But the plow driver, there was the whole thing that Brian Albert said, no, it wasn't plowed. They didn't come plow until later in the morning. And that's when the plow driver's like, no, I'm certain I plowed, which means he would have seen if John was out there and he wasn't. And how do you explain this guy, Ian Whipple, who was on the stand? He's the cell phone expert. Day 2, I thought he was going to like cry up there. He looked like he was just absolutely miserable. His whole thing with the circles, like where the phone was pinging. And then the defense goes up and they're like, actually, this bigger white circle is where the phone could have been, which overlaps the house. And the house that they sold for under asking, that they've had in their family for generations. That
redid your basement after.
Yeah, why would you redo your basement before you leave?
I think everyone has such a fascination with this because like the cops were like all these people are in law enforcement and they're all drinking and driving, breaking the law. They're all leaving the bar with alcohol, breaking the law. And then this poor girl who is new into this scene is like just now a scapegoat for like their bad behavior. They've already established that they're okay with breaking the law. And here we go now with like
we're above the law.
And it could I feel like this could happen to literally anybody. And that's why I feel like so many people are like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is just like anyone that's outside of it. And like, I don't think the family would have ever like the people that are, I think, in the cover up would have ever imagined that it would have get this big. But now here it is. And now they can't backtrack because they're like, and now everyone's like commenting on it and be like, what the fuck? And now they're all like, just have to think their story.
I mean, remind me, was Higgins inside when Jen McCabe was there texting John, where are you? Where are you? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't remember. I think so, but I don't remember for sure.
Because I could see him like starting to walk towards the house. Maybe he like stops by the garage or something like that. She doesn't see him and she's like, whatever. She's waiting. I do think he had to have made it inside though.
Like his Apple Watch, whatever. But like, I don't think Jen was just staring out the front door waiting for him to come. Who would do that? When you have like all your friends are in your house, wouldn't you be hanging out like in the kitchen, at the island, like, which is probably what, like, making drinks, whatever, doing what you're doing. Not just, I can't wait for John to get here. No, you're not doing that. Who would do that?
Where are you? Where are you?
Or
Like, I
unless
could
he's
see her seeing the car out there. I do believe that.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, hey, park behind me, pull in behind me, blah, blah, blah. But I think something like John got in some sort of, but a fight, a black eye would make sense, but you would have more bruising on you, I think, if you were in a fight.
Yeah.
And it was just like the black eye, the arm, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he goes in, the dog gets him.
Or there was like maybe like a little scuffle of like, you know how guys get when they're drunk, they're pushing each other a little bit, and the dog knows the son or Colin or whatever, and then jumps on him and starts doing that, because it doesn't have to be a black eye for that, like, or bruising or whatever. It's just like a quick little like, what the fuck are you doing here, you know?
Yeah, and he's like, I'm going home, whatever, I'll fucking walk home.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, there was a comment that was like, for multiple people have to like be colluding, and there's gonna be cracks in the story. There is cracks in the story. Like,
oh, okay. Like who? Like who's
like that Carrie girl like already admitted that she lied last time on the stand. Like, I hit him. I
saw that part.
Because Jen told her that. And now now it's all coming down to Jen being like, Jen, you said you heard her say, I hit him. And that's not really on tape. You hear something, but also, you can't quite make it up.
If that was a confession at any other person, no one would take that seriously, because under their thing, she's still drunk, so not in the right frame of mind to be making a confession. It wasn't captured anywhere. And what's the validity of that? Be like, imagine you oh my God, did I hit him? I would say that, like, holy fuck, my boyfriend's dead. Like, could I have done this? Like, not like I did it. It's insane.
That's what I thought from the beginning when I knew minimal information, was like, oh, like I probably would have said that too. Especially if I was drinking and driving. I'd be like, oh fuck, I did this.
Yeah, I don't drink and drive, and I think I hit someone all the time on my way home. I'm like, not like, and then I'm checking to like make sure like I didn't hit anybody. Like, and there's nothing. I'm like, I didn't. Like, everyone always, well, not everyone. Like, if you're crazy like me.
What about this? What about Housekeeping dying?
Jodie loves the Housekeeping.
I'm afraid of everything I text now, because I'm like, well,
Housekeeping. You did, like, there's no refuting that. Like, you made that Google search, like.
I do think she made it at 6 something in the morning. I think like we've proven that. Really?
No, because there's like, it's so conflicting, and like they're like, no, like it's because it's your tab before, and then like imagine like going on your phone and like the last thing you Googled, what you're gonna do is then click on the top, be like, how long to get to wherever you're going, or whatever question you have is, and like you're gonna put that in your Safari on the top instead of typing into Google how long, and like your automatic window is Google. So I don't think I think it was because also, why are you Googling Hakamaka Sports at 2:00 in the morning? What?
Oh, because her daughter had some game or something, I thought. And they were like,
you're looking that up at 2:00 in the morning.
Some of us have ADHD, all right.
Well, me too. I do too. But like, you would have known that though, right? Like, if your daughter had her sports game, wouldn't you have already known that?
No, the thoughts that pop into my head past 2 a.m. I mean, I would love.
I don't ever want someone to see my Google search.
No.
Well, even just there's something to it, just that she had Albert there, and that Jen McCabe has now admitted that she talked to people in between the time that she talked to investigators to the next time she talked. They did all talk to. It just should never have been brought to trial. That's it.
Like, I think Amanda said this last time. I was like, the red Solo Cups collecting evidence, and we're done. We're done.
That's like that's immediately,
especially when it's a cop. I feel like they would have been extra careful, unless
the balloon, not text.
Unless there's something that they don't want people to know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we really beat this.
It better be like thrown out or mistrial or whatever. And the judge, my God,
Beverly, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Bev. Like, why are you even this judge again? Like, I feel like that's like a problem. And like every time she speaks, I'm like, well, when
she's so incompetent. She's I know, like deep condition that shit. Get some K18. Like I'm in the same boat, and I'd rather it flatter than like frizzy, like her crazy ass hair. So like the amount of sidebars, I'm like, is this normal? And I don't I'm only asking him because he's an attorney, not because
Oh,
he's a man,
yeah.
but he's like, that is totally normal when you have a judge. He's like, it's out of control and she's not sure what the call should be. So she's calling them over so she doesn't look like an idiot. Like she wants to know where they're going with it. So she has time to think so she can make like the right call. Like she's just that dumb and slow.
Yeah.
And now the dogs next door are barking. Can you hear that?
See? And there's
long.
check your front yard, Jodie.
Yeah, right.
Home tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that was
all right. Well, I think we did good work, Bryannah.
I think you did great. My head feels like that emoji of like the brain exploding. Like, because if you asked me to give you back, tell you exactly what you said, I have no idea.
I could do this in my sleep. Wait, what were you going to say, Bryannah?
What does ADAM think about this?
Oh, he thinks that there's like a good possibility that she did accidentally do it. Okay. He's like, absolutely, she should not be charged or like should be no trial whatsoever.
Okay. See?
And he actually feels bad for the prosecutor because he's like, in some way, like it was his turn. Like he had to do this in order to like, he's the top man at the totem pole there or something. He's like, that is an awful job. Like no he has to know he has a shit case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
He's like, if that's a job no one wants there. Or if they do, it's because like he wants to be a politician or something.
Okay. Interesting.
But he also thinks that Alan Jackson allegedly is like coked up out of his mind.
Oh.
He's like every attorney. He's like the prosecutor is like every guy in law school who wanted to be a prosecutor, and every guy who wants to be a defense attorney is going to be that like tanned out, slick, just getting like geared up for court that day. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He loves the other two guys. He thinks Alan Jackson's funny, but he thinks the other two guys are like great. What do you call it? Like questioning.
Oh yeah.
He thinks they're excellent.
They said that he's not a Commonwealth lawyer. The state brought him in. They hired him.
Really? Oh, what do you think? What do you think, Bryannah? Do you like him? I think he's awful.
Who? Lally?
The prosecutor.
Oh, do you guys watch The Valley?
I do.
No. Oh, I don't.
Jesse Lally, I guess. I heard this on something that he is, I guess, maybe potentially related to the defense attorney because this is like, could be like far out there. From they're both from Boston, have the same last name. I mean, I guess I could do a quick little Google search.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Hey, you could do a TikTok about it.
I could.
You go viral.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I don't know. Lally is just like, I just think he's in over his head is what I think. Like, I think he's really trying like, I think, and this is a problem I think in America today, not to be political, but like instead of being like we fucked up, you're just doubling down and saying like on the wrong side of things because you don't want to be wrong instead of being like I thought like no this shouldn't, because after the last mistrial they should have never done this again, but now instead of saying
that's the other thing
up to it, we're just
ADAM said he's like it's insane. He's like, I'm surprised that Boston residents, and maybe they aren't up in arms because this is a massive waste of money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's like, the judge, like even having the windows open in there, like, yes, because the air conditioning, you can't hear. He's like, even that could be grounds for a mistrial because the perimeter is how far you still hear crowds, you still hear ambulances, you still hear all that kind of stuff. There's just so many things that it is. Yeah. It's a massive waste of time.
Yeah. And money.
And like, let's say she didn't do it on purpose. We know that.
She obviously
she did it on accident. Like she will, it's almost like the Monica Lewinsky thing.
If she did do it,
everyone will always know this about her.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah. Like her life has been ruined. So, and obviously John O'Keefe's. I feel bad for his mom actually, because I think she sees like how ridiculous this has become, and she's just got to sit there and be like, "Yeah, this prosecution sucks. I'm probably going to lose it."
Yeah, it's insane.
Anyway, well,
next.
Do you want to go to Browntown or do you want to do all this fashion review that you have?
Oh, I will do the fashion review because it's going to go right into Browntown. Okay, so. Perfect. As I was inspired by Jen McCabe's glow up. I'm legitimately like not joking because I'm trying to like look for places to shop and things. Because Amanda and I are going to be doing an episode on our colors, which I've been researching, Amanda.
Yes.
So I found one of my nieces said, you should check out this Lulu's. Bryannah, I feel like you know what Lulu's is. Yes. Is it good or bad? Tell me. The fast fashion.
I unfortunately was a sorority girl in college. So when doing like my recruitment, like when you have to like all look the same and look absolutely insane,
Okay.
that's where I get all my stuff. It falls apart. So just it's like a Forever 21, but like
H&M, Forever 20. Oh, okay, got it.
It's not bad. Like there are like a lot of like business cash clothes and like dresses for like that you can wear. Like it's not horrible.
Okay, will you provide us a list of places where we should shop?
Yeah.
I'm serious because I am at a loss.
I'll get you guys.
So I ended up on Lulu's. And first thing I want to say is what is happening in fashion, because this looks like Where's Waldo with mom jeans. This is what we're supposed to be wearing, Amanda?
This looks like everything I saw at the Gap on Saturday, honestly.
Yeah, well, that looks awful to me.
Oh my God.
So everything is either mom jeans, cropped in horizontal stripe, no thank you, or completely missing fabric. So we have like lots of strappy things, short things. Forget a bra. Forget ever owning a bra in this lifetime. But then I realized, I see that this is where Christine has been shopping. Now take a look. These mesh shoes, if you've never seen these, you're going to see them everywhere now. I've seen these at 3 different places online. I don't understand it.
I like it.
But here's how I know Christine has been shopping on Lulu's.
Christine Brown?
Christine Brown. She likes the one arm.
And well, that's what's off her tattoo, Jodie.
Exactly. Do you see here? So if you have a Celtic symbol for new beginnings on your breast, you also can go to Lulu's. We have a left shoulder, right shoulder. Let's see. We got another right shoulder. See? Coquette. It's a coquette. Oh. You want a pantsuit? We got a pantsuit, one arm pantsuit. You want a little wrap? We got a wrap. This is just a taste.
I like all of these.
A taste.
I like that one.
I like this one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not saying they're bad, but everything.
A lot of them are bad.
Christine is on top of the trends.
Well, but why does everything have to be missing something? If it's not missing a midsection, the other half of the fabric, you're missing an arm, a back,
or you're tying stuff across. I'm like, why are like when I go out to eat, why would I want to like sit down and feel like a total fat ass? Like,
yes.
There with like, what do you wear underneath it?
Yeah. If I'm wearing, for example, this and I sit down, my stomach and my boobs are coming out somewhere, and it's probably coming out the top or the back. I don't understand that. But then I saw something, Amanda, your eyes are going to perk up. Then I saw this outfit and I thought to myself, God, why does this look so familiar? And then I saw the rear view and I knew what it reminded me of. Leah and her ex-boyfriend Jaden and his pretty suit.
Yeah, God, I wish I could even figure out what episode. We looked at Leah's Instagram when she was with this guy, Jalen.
Tell me, Bryannah, is that it? Not a woman's blazer top
and pants.
No,
and every like you guys need to send him your merch because he needs to fucking size up.
They're right. But we did an episode. Well, it was probably an episode on like Superman: The Last Adventures or something. We did on like where I just happened to be looking at Instagram and we just talked for like 45 minutes about breaking down those pictures of them on the beach. But God, pour one out for Leah and Jalen. Those beach pictures. Something. Yeah, they broke up, and then she, out of respect for his privacy, she wouldn't say why, which we all kind of know what that means. But speaking of which,
we know those mysterious pants from
yeah. Yeah. We all understood. But really quickly, Teen Mom happened. It was the actual 16th, like all the kids went to New York. Caitlin's outfit is, but
Kate and Gary got the same color on.
Oh my god.
It was actually
Roll with it,
I would
Bentley.
say if anyone has fallen off of Teen Mom, you should go back and watch just this episode because it's just the originals. It's
I saw
Caitlin
this
Tyler.
unfortunate TikTok, and I think I kind of look like her. Look.
No, this is a jump scare.
I saw this TikTok. The comments are brutal, but it was just the kids. So Leah, Shirley, and then Gary, and then Macy and Bentley, and Kate and Ty, and that is it. And like Amber didn't go. Amber stayed back in Indiana and went to therapy with Tasha. And it was a fascinating episode of that. I mean, Leah's like, I hate my mom. She is the worst. I'm done. I'm over it. Like, it's just not, I'm just over it. And they're all kind of talking about it. Caitlin's talking to her, processing about APWO and everything. Bentley, Marsha, not Bailey. Bentley.
Oh, Bentley, yeah.
It's so funny too, because Bentley is so fucking uncomfortable the whole time because it's just him and then Leah, Shirley, and then the twins. So him and all these girls, and it is just so uncomfortable. They're all 16. And it's just
Leah's blonde daughter looks very different. She's like a different mouth here.
Yeah, she's getting away from looking like Leah. But Allie, the curly haired one, hates Leah. She was so fucking miserable the whole time. It was very interesting to just watch the angst of the kids. But I would say if you've fallen off a Teen Mom but used to like it, go back and watch just that episode because it is really, really cute and fascinating. And yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, yeah.
Should we get into Browntown real quick?
Oh my God, yes.
Let's do it.
Let's poo it, if you will. Here we go.
Browntown. Everything's waiting for poo.
Good bananas. All right. So, what's in the news?
Let me really quick. Hey, Stacey, what's on Amanda's pillow right next to Reggie? Oh, well, funny. I'm so glad you asked. It's Mitch. This is Mitch from the Doughboys podcast. It's a pillow.
Oh my gosh.
Mitch is on it. Jodie and Justine got that for me when I got my surgery so that I had a pillow to sleep on the couch with.
Right, your nail.
Yeah. Okay. So what's going on in Browntown? Two big stories. One of them, first one is that Aspen's pregnant. Second one, Bryannah is the first person that kind of broke the case. So
tell us.
Let's talk about Aspen first. So congrats to Aspen. This came out of nowhere at like 8 p.m. one night. This got broke. She was interviewed at her store by some news.
Kendra Scott.
Kendra Scott. And it was a local news team. And it was just Aspen talking about the store and Mother's Day. And she's like fully pregnant. And I'm just really impressed.
Great.
She looks stunning. I'm impressed they kept it a secret. I'm like, this is just, I really am so happy for her.
Yeah, it's sweet. Like, but she always said she didn't want to have kids. So like, I made like a TikTok the day prior of like, oh, well, with McKelty being like, oh, you guys gonna fuck tonight? Like, I'm like, wait, she doesn't want to talk about it. Like, and then she's pregnant. So I'm like, oh, that's sweet. Like, she's gonna be the like, if any of the Browns were to be my mom, I want it to be Aspen.
Oh yeah, well, she already parented all of them.
Right? She's a word.
I wonder what kind of name she'll do. If she'll do something kind of different,
something with a Y.
Traditional. Oh,
I was wondering if it was a boy, if she might name it Garrison.
I did like Robert or something.
Oh yeah, that might be nice.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah,
unless Mitch, I don't know. Mitch seems to kind of rule with an iron fist of sorts.
He's an MMA fighter.
I think so.
Yeah. And a LARPer, but yeah, nothing really snark on there. Just yay for Aspen. That's great. And I'm impressed that it got kept secret. And I hope that without a crystal ball or something doesn't go in and like blow up your fucking life over this. So great. Happy for Aspen. And then the other big, kind of big news here that I first saw on Bryannah's TikTok is that the Browns' salaries kind of got revealed. And me personally, I think they're not making enough to support Robin's spending. Bryannah, tell us about it.
Well, I read the article and then I remember I sent it to you, Amanda, and I was like, holy fuck! Like they're making to me because I'm like, wow, that's a shitload of money. Like I could never even imagine bringing in $960. Like that's crazy, right? But then I was doing some light Googling because I was like, well, that's actually not enough, and I'm like, wow, actually you're right, that is not enough.
They just bought a $2 million man. That's it.
And there was just 60K in dolls. Who knows what she's spending now that she's blocked everyone off of her Etsy, allegedly.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's like they lit. And then I was like, okay, I'm like a Bravo person too. So like the housewives make similar amounts, right? And it's like they also, and they also have other jobs, right? So like that's just their little thing. This is their whole life for Robin, at least, because what else is she doing?
Definitely for Robin, even though she was working when she heard about Garrison.
Oh, right. Again, on what? Name them. Like, what were you doing? Like, literally,
what job?
She has her pencil upside down again. She was, Kody, like, just writing. I'm just writing. I was barfing, remember? Like
I was doodling.
Doodling. We're gonna revive my sister's closet.
She's doodling bubble letters of the word work.
Mrs. Kody Brown.
Oh God.
But it's just, I don't like. It is TLC's biggest show too, which we need to like remember that. And it's like 40K an episode. Like, I was gonna ask you guys a question. Like, do you think they should all be paid the same?
Yeah.
And if not, who do you think should be making the most money?
I think Robin and Kody should make more. They literally are taking such a beating. Like, I wouldn't sign. I would have to get paid more than $960. I'd at least need $1 million if I was going to be literally the most hated person on reality TV. I mean, to my own doing.
I think they would just like threaten just to not have him on the show, because I think they know they can have the show without. People will watch for Christine and Janelle.
Yeah, but like I would like now I have to, but like my other thing is like, okay, they're making 1.2 something million a year with both of them, spending $4,000 on Valentine's Day. And then need we not forget, she made told Dayon she needs to save for a fucking dresser. Meanwhile, they're giving Areola a vanity for Valentine's Day. They're just like spend.
Also, you have to remember that's all before taxes.
That's
so
true.
That cuts out a huge chunk right there too, because they're independent contractors.
I mean, they're definitely over.
I just don't think it's that much money for the extravagant way that Kody and Robin like to spend and the irresponsible way they like to spend. I think that's probably why they were so worried about Coyote Pass. Because if they were doing really well, then it would be like, yeah, just pay off those bitches, pay them off. But like they are constantly spending money
can't.
They don't have.
Well, and I think it's because they kind of had that same mindset that they still had when they were doing like their like when they like gather all the food for the apocalypse or whatever.
Yeah,
they have all their money in art, if you will.
Art, the ugliest part.
So they don't have money in the bank or like investments, maybe like different property investments. It is in art.
And David fucking Yurman of all things.
Yes. Yeah, like where are you reselling that? Like David, you can get at any store. Like, isn't that just a department store brand?
This is my biggest, like, this is why I always say, like, they're cosplaying being rich or wanting to be rich. Because, like, any person that actually has money, you're buying David Yurman just to basically throw it. Even like Cartier, like, you can go buy that at any time. We can go buy that nice turquoise that you just bought.
Exactly. Go to Nordstrom.com or David Yurman, blah, 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 order it.
And even their art, like that, it's like that, what is it? I can't think of the name. It's like those like ugly pictures that like turn into art. It's like Peter Lick. Yeah. You can go buy, like, it's not art. It's not like you're just wasting your money. And Cody's so fucking stupid. And he's just like, I'm just going to go, like, rich people buy art. I'm buying art at a mall. You're buying art at a mall.
Well, they both live on such an adrenaline rush from the, they're both just going on pure adrenaline.
And they're so gullible.
Yeah.
They go into a store and like they tell them, like, no, I mean, this is a generational piece. You're going to have this.
This will be 3 times its worth next year easily. You'd be stupid not to buy this.
Sold.
Yeah.
The way the people in the store make them feel that they are important, that they're rich, that they have, that's
he
what
brought into like a Rolex store and he's like, clean my watch. And they give him like a drink and he's like, I spent all the money in the world. It's like they'll
100%
fucking citizen there. Like, you're not important.
Yes.
Like,
so it's so easy to sell Kody Brown something. If you make him feel rich, then he'll buy anything. Because then if you set him up as like, you're the richest man I've ever met, Kody, he can't not buy something because then he'll look poor.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good situation for stores.
I'd love to be his.
They're putting on a show for people. They're putting on like, this is what rich people do show.
It's like, I
and they think we're falling for
like,
it.
oh, it's fine. Like,
Yeah, but they're whenever they are spotted at the mall, the energy is not good. They seem like they're like,
Are they picking the ugliest things in the mall? Like, I don't even know where Robin would buy those blouses besides Kohl's.
yeah, because like I was
like,
at the mall and it's all like nice stores. It's
she's
not.
she's the only person keeping that Flagstaff Kohl's in business. Like with her Kohl's cash alone. Like it's there. It's just
like go into
Crazy.
I don't know, go into a Nordstrom. I don't know, like just have a personal stylist do you up. You know, like what would you put on my body? Anything would be better than what she's picking.
One of the I just listened to again Dr. Adam, Melissa's Rice professor. He just did an episode about Robin, and now it's all I can think about. Where he like fully explained, because I think everyone has been like, why does Robin do this crying thing? Like, why when she knows that it's not that none of us are buying it? And like he really did just chalk it all up to like the sunken cost fallacy, and I'm like. That would explain so much about a lot of people's like insane behavior is just she has put so much into this. She can't really not do it anymore. She can't all of a sudden not cry all the time, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, she wasn't crying. When
now this is when she chooses not to cry at all.
Mm-hmm. Not a tear.
Let's branch out onto this. Like, we're going to get into the episode. Nothing else really happened on social media. Michelle put a post for Janelle's birthday. Janelle's birthday is tomorrow, everyone. So that's nice. But we're going to get into the episode, but maybe let's talk for a few minutes just about the episode in general. Bryannah, I mean, I messaged you and I was like, because we didn't know what the episode lineup was going to be. And I was like, how lucky do you feel that you got like this episode? So what did you think of it?
Well, I was like, are you goddamn kidding me? Like, this is the episode that I get. Like, I'm like, I love to make fun of Kody and Robin. I'm like, now I can't. Like, what am I gonna say on there? Like, what? Like, thank God Robin gave us that Woken line. And like, I mean, my uncle committed suicide when I was very young, so like, it's like near and dear to my heart. And it's like the first half, like the first 12 minutes of the episode, with the whole frisbee and how awesome that was. I was like, what? Why did we have this at the beginning? Like. Why?
Yeah, that was. I don't know. It didn't seem to fit. It didn't seem to fit the episode.
It was such a good idea because it was like, oh, you know, the mundane life. Because this is stuff that was clearly going to be cut. Like I was watching this and I'm like, if this hadn't happened, was this going to be the season? I'm watching you play frisbee and I'm watching Mary put a towel back on a table. But I loved that.
If the option is watching Mary or Christine and David, I mean. I'll take Christina David if I'm going to take.
Really? I don't know. But I like that it was like the mundane life. And then it's like instantly that I loved that. I thought it was a good storytelling technique because they could have just made the whole episode Garrison. So I think they put that in for a specific reason to be like, look, life is just moving along. Everyone's just chilling. And then something like this can happen out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't know why they picked that though, because I feel like that wasn't even the same time. They're like, oh, this is
at all.
Let's just make Christine and David like the big. I don't know. It was just like a really, just like.
And isn't Mary like thinner in that first part? So like that was not timeline wise what she was doing, right? Wasn't her at in like current day?
Oh, good point.
I'd have to look back at the Instagram post when she like said she was closing down the B&B. I didn't mind it not all being about Garrison because I think that would have been like really heavy for us to watch. And like but like I found it interesting that like we saw how how Mary found out. Like that was like crazy.
That was the part where my mouth dropped when that happened. Because no one I don't think knew that she got that call on camera. That was great. Mary in general actually was the one that kind of got me the most. I wasn't expecting that.
I wanted to hug Mary. I'm like, I want Mary to be my mom for like a second, and then I was like, oh wait.
Right.
Like how she was like so kind and sweet to Gwendolyn. Like we know they have like a nice relationship and stuff, but like that was just like, I don't know. What were your guys' thoughts on the episode?
I just thought it was I do think they needed something in the beginning, but I just thought it was an interesting choice because I actually think it
was fluff.
Showed a potential conflict with David.
Well, maybe that was the storyline they were setting up. They're like, let's use this Frisbee storyline as some kind of David and Christine trouble.
Or like maybe like things are settling in, like this is real life, things are settled. Let's, it's David and Christine with the grandkids. Oh, life goes on, and then something happens, brings the family together. But that really was it was a shocking choice, I think, to show the Mary thing, but I think it was good they showed it, maybe to throw Mary a bone, like
Mary came out on this episode looking awesome, I thought. Like, I think that this was all I was surprised, and it showed that she was, even though they were separated, she like went over to Janelle's house. Oh God. Now is where like all the crying starts. So anyway, I love the episode. Let's talk maybe really quickly about like how we're gonna do this, because like I don't want to just talk shit the whole time about like Robin. My initial thoughts, I'll say it right now.
Yeah.
I think that Robin should not have been in the episode at all. I think that was a really bad choice to have her in. A terrible choice. For her sake, especially, not a great idea to have her in here. I did not need to see the contrast of everyone actually crying and then cut to Robin rolling her eyes and looking up and like crying,
giggling.
It's
laughing at one point.
Like, if I was telling the story of a person that I've never even met, just this circumstance, I would be driven to emotion. And the fact that she can't even get there while talking about someone she actually knew who is blood relatives with your kids was haunting to me. And I kind of have no sympathy for her anymore. And Kody is a different story. I felt empathetic toward Kody. Robin, I was very haunted by her inability to. She seemed annoyed.
She seems like you could tell she's still holding on to that grudge.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know. Even if I don't know, I can't.
She's not as devastated as everyone else is at all.
To just as an empathetic level, you're not able to muster up a tear. But then somebody else brought up a point that the other times we've seen her actually cry is when she's watching footage of herself cry. Those are the two times we've seen her really cry, is when she's watching herself and feeling empathy toward video footage of herself crying. But this is just very alarming.
I think I texted you, Amanda. I think I said, like, I think she's a sociopath. Like, she's seeing her husband, her soulmate, her love of her life, right? Bawling about your shared son, sure, not biological, but at least for a decade plus. And you don't even like get a lump in your throat.
Mary is reliving it as
Kody,
if it just
seeing
happened.
Kody cry, like seeing your partner cry and be in pain should be enough to like evoke some sort of emotion out of you, at the very least.
I just don't get it.
And Garrison was young enough for her to be like have some be somewhat of a parental figure in his life, and he was young enough to like impact her. So like the fact that she just can't cry. And then not even just like can't cry. It was like just like everything surrounding it. It's like, oh, you okay, Kody? Like you like the fire? Like what?
That was
it's a big hot one. Oh, it's big and hot.
I can't get on her too much for that, because what an uncomfortable thing to have to film. Like I would probably be just as awkward there. Yeah. But even in that scene, he is crying, and I'm feeling. I was believing him 100%. His whole face was red, and then she kept jumping in and trying to redirect his sentences. Just let him say whatever he's going to say. He can't get worse. Let him talk. Don't finish his fucking thoughts for him.
When she's like, oh, and he's like, I just want to bring my boy home. And she's like, yep, just bring him home. I know. You just want to bring him home. I know.
That was beyond weird.
We're not talking about picking up your kid from school. This is, she tries to like lighten it, and it's not appropriate to lighten it.
What do you think she did at the funeral?
Okay, that's like the story of because they're gonna continue the storyline in the next couple episodes. So, God,
I didn't know that, because like obviously there was no like what's it called?
Oh, like scenes for next week or whatever.
I think I'm wavering away from that. It had to do with money, and more that she was placing blame. Like, no, it's a real shame that you guys couldn't have. I feel like it maybe wavered more toward that than monetary. And that's why the kids got so pissed.
I could see that based on what Janelle said this episode. She's like, we did everything that we could. Like we literally did every single thing that we could to like help him.
Good point.
That could, I mean, that
So you
makes
think
sense
Robin
with her
said
saying
something
that.
like, "Oh, people like were people checking on him," or like just
Like,
say
did you get
something
him help
stupid
for his
like that?
alcohol?
I
Like
don't
something
think
like
the
that.
money thing would have even been the final straw like that, because obviously that's pretty much her whole personality is stealing the money. But I think that would be something for McKelty and Tony, the two thirstiest Browns, to actually be like, no, it was relationship ending. I feel like maybe it was something against Gabe or Janelle or Christine, or it was maybe placing blame.
Yeah.
I think either she didn't bring some of the kids or some of the kids didn't go. Like,
Which is
they're just
insane.
too tender for it, or whatever, which I think is, maybe there's certain things. Maybe you don't want them. Like, I think they're like, sometimes parents don't like their kids to see like a body in a casket at certain ages. I think her kids are probably old enough, but whatever. Like, I get that for whatever reason.
That's their brother, though. Like,
oh no, I'm not saying I
that's their
agree
actual
with it, that I would do the same thing, but
Right.
like maybe whatever, like, oh, that's scary to see like a dead body, which I do think it can be very scary for kids.
About the drinking, Ashley. Oh, sorry. Becky said it could also, she might have brought up the drinking, which might have been like, don't shut your damn mouth. Like, don't even comment on that. That's another good point too.
Or I think she could have said something like, well, when my brother, blah, blah, blah. And then being all like, yeah, okay, well, this is our brother. Like, don't give us.
But I'm surprised she didn't use that in this episode, because I was trying to think of ways that maybe she could have made this more palatable for us. If she'd first, I was saying this to someone this morning, if she had come out and said, I was not close with Garrison at the end, and out of respect for him, I'm not going to comment, but this is a tragedy, and then been out for the rest of the episode. But another thing is maybe if she had maybe said like, I have been affected by this, it might have shown I'm also human with life experiences that are relatable, but no, she didn't.
Or she could have said something stupid. I mean, I guess we won't know until we know, but like something stupid like, oh, well, at least, he's happy now.
Oh,
like trying to be like
he's at peace. At least he's at peace now, like
yes,
Janelle or something. And it's just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Or
like, I'll just pray for all of you, or so. I don't know. Relationship ending. I mean,
I wonder what Janelle. I wonder if it was ever floated. Can Robin please not attend to this funeral? Like, that's what I'm interested about in like the next few episodes. Because if I was Janelle, my initial thought would be like, I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her face. I do not want to see her for the next like 6 months of my life. I don't want to remember that she exists. That's just me. But I'm just wondering if that had maybe even been floated, or if Janelle right from the beginning was able to be mature enough to be like, yeah, I guess Robin will have to be there.
I feel like she would have to be there, but I think that like, I'm sure she made something all about herself, because like, I mean, she was a mom to him, right? But I think she deserved to be there. But in this episode, it's just like, it's just so weird. Like, she didn't not like, I would have, that was me. If I was Robin and I knew like we had this beef, me and Garrison, like I would be like, like, yeah, we weren't close. We had a lot of problems, and like, out of respect for him, like, there's nothing I can say. Like, I just feel so deeply for everyone and all the kids, for Janelle specifically and Kody. And then just, if you can't cry, that's fine. Like, sometimes I'm weird with death too. Like, sometimes you just can't cry, but like her trying, like, it's fine if you can't cry. Like, I don't want like anyone to think like you need to cry when someone dies, because sometimes it doesn't hit you until like after. Like, and that's fine.
Yes.
But it's the fake crying.
And then almost like the being like the thing that she often does, where she's like, oh, just such a waste. Like, that was very much her attitude the whole time. Is
yep.
Not now, Robin.
Yeah. It's not like Mary fucking leaving your ass. Like, is she like, it's someone's son. Like, imagine if it was like, put yourself in someone else's shoes for once. What if that was your son? Like,
that's what the problem is.
How you would want someone to respond to you. Like, it's not that hard.
Take accountability for 1 second. That's all. Like, I really think that if she just did that once, it would make such a vast difference. And this episode could have gone either way for her. And even I was like, damn, Robin, I was kind of rooting for you going into this.
I was like, I went into this episode fully be like, I'm not making fun of Robin this week. Like, my video is going to be, I feel so sorry for, but now I'm like, how can I not?
Oh no, after this episode.
Like, Like, how can we not talk about it? Like, because it's so bad.
Sitting around that fire, her attitude and her demeanor was so bizarre and just lacked a soul. And this is her talking to her soulmate about their son. Like, it's so not human.
And that was a month after it happened. Mary on the couch a year later in the Talking Heads is getting equally as worked up as if it had just happened when she's like back in blue.
Because Robin didn't like him. She didn't like she doesn't like the brown kids. That's it. She just doesn't like them. And she can't even pretend she does because she's that immature.
Oh, that is so upsetting.
Even if you hated them, it's your son. Like, again, empathize. And she has no like, again, so
your children's sibling.
You have no empathy.
Yeah.
So that's how I felt about it. I was genuinely rooting for her going into this.
Me too. I wanted Kody. And
I was saying to Zuleyska, like, oh, it's weird that they even like showed her. And Zuleyska made a point. I will give her this. Well, the editors are still doing their job. They need to keep reminding us, just so you guys know, you hate her. Which, like, there's a reason they put this in. They could have edited her to look better than this, in my opinion.
This is probably them editing her to look good.
I was just gonna say, like, this is what she did. Like, they're showing us what they have to give. They didn't make it up. That's what she did.
I'm trying here, okay?
I know.
Okay.
God.
Well, I guess.
Oh, this is an interesting question. Sorry, that Ashley, says, do we think she stays fearful of Kody blaming her? I do.
Oh, I would live in constant. Because if he turned that on, because he could in a bitchy petty fight.
Yep.
He could turn that on her at any moment.
I wanted to go visit, but you said I couldn't because of the children or something.
Oh no, I think I don't think she thinks it's like, I don't think she genuinely thinks that like anything she's done is wrong. Like, that's what
the frustrating part is, Bryannah. Right there. That's the frustrating part.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think she thinks that she's done anything wrong. And if he did turn on her, she'd be like, oh, what about like, oh no, like what about areola? Like, it would be like, turn it. And then he'd like, him and his big brain, he'd get so confused about like, and then she like therapize him into like being like making a different decision, which is what she does all the time. Like, she uses like does that and manipulates him. And I don't know if it's on purpose. She would
instantly become a victim. Like, now you're coming after me, and I just love you, and I'm trying to be strong for you. And you're coming after
my brother,
me
like, well, how dare you? It would be like something like that. Like, she would not.
What if she didn't go because she can't handle it because it was so painful when she was at her brother's that she just couldn't go?
That I feel would be a legitimate thing, though, because that's like a real life experience that I'd be like, all right, well, you experienced this. Okay, before we get into it, actually, let's maybe talk about. Because once we get into the episode, I feel like we should let a lot of the scenes play and not break it up too much. So another thing I think maybe to sit with for a second is to discuss Kody, on the other hand, and how we felt about that. Because this was like watching his humanity come out a little bit, especially when he was talking about, I'm going to cry, where he was like, when the first piece of grief came out and he's like, I felt like I was looking down my throat into my esophagus, all that. Because I just don't think that even if you were making that up or if that was scripted, I don't think you could even make that up unless that was actually how you were feeling in that moment. It was just this out of body experience he had. And I was like, oh my God, was he actually feeling emotion? And he was. I think he was genuinely grief stricken and guilty. I think he feels guilty. Thank God. Right.
I
think he does. I think he feels guilty.
I do. I think he definitely, like, it's so hard because like we now know what has happened, right? Like, there's no like going back, and you can tell he's like, I wish I never did any of that stuff to my son, and like you can tell he does feel bad, like he's showing genuine emotions. It's just,
now that said, he hasn't made amends with a lot of his kids since then. So there's also the knowledge of that. But in this time, I do believe that he felt immense remorse and guilt. And I think he did say, I'm sorry to a lot of his kids. And to know that Gwen went over to his house and he didn't cut his family off was, again, breadcrumbs, but still something for Kody.
Yeah. This is a good distinguisher. And I'm going to think about this as I watch it this time. But Kody only talked about himself, not Garrison. It really was. This is a great
point. Robin only talked about Kody. Robin didn't even mention Garrison.
Yeah.
Not even like
Tony said he was cool.
Yeah. He's cool.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
was
cool
cool.
dude.
He was real cool.
And McKelty, like, oh, he's a cool
You
guy.
guys are telling me what kind of period it is. Caleb and Maddie got me. I mean,
Yeah, me
obviously,
too.
the second they gave Gabe some space to just sit for a second, and I almost feel like that was the audience. They're like, we're going to give the audience about 15 to 20 seconds here to just process that Gabe's about to speak.
But to feel it too, like give it the space it deserves, you know.
And the general, what I did appreciate is that every family member that agreed to do this obviously was having such a problem getting words out, but you could tell that they were all so determined to like push through the tears to be like, no, I got this because I want to tell this story. So that was nice to see. Just let the cameras sit on them while they just kind of like processed. And they were all so determined to get this out. And Janelle was kind of the narrator of the whole thing. And I was very impressed with how stoic she was and very like she had already processed this enough to be like, I'm here to now tell this.
Yeah. Christine, when she was like saying, like, I lost it when she was like telling her story about like the movie. Like, chills just now, like thinking about it. It's just,
yeah.
And the stark difference from like, I guess you can say like Robin and Kody to like the rest of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Even like, I guess like Maddie wasn't crying either, but like you could still feel like the words that she was saying, like you could tell and like how she was speaking. It was just horrible.
I mean,
sorry, Grouchy says your wobbly voice is getting to me. I'm gonna be crying this entire
know.
episode. I'm just expecting the tears to just flow. So fine. I'll just have my camera on. You guys can cry with me.
It'll be cathartic for us all.
Yeah, Jodie, what were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
All right.
Welcome to my life.
I did in preparation for this. I saw Janelle went live and I was like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna send it to them. Like whatever. It was for Plexus. I sat on the fucking live. I'm like, oh hell yeah, I got it. And I was like, and he's like, just comment down below if you want me to send. I'm like, oh my god, come on.
You roll in there. You're like, hey girl. Yeah. Oh god.
All right, well, let's get into the episode, I guess. Bryannah, thank you so much for jumping on.
Thank you.
But
literally, thank you guys so. Like, I love your guys' podcast. Like, it's helped me through some of the toughest times of my life. Just like laughing along with you guys. So like, it was such an honor to like be able to like do some ha he he's and talk some shit. Like, thank you guys so much for having me on. Like, such an honor.
Please.
So,
yeah, please. Yeah, anytime you want to collab, we are there. And everyone in the chat, let Bryannah know how gorgeous she is. Everyone's talking about your dimples in the chat. You can go back and read the comments later. But you all know Bryannah.
Yes.
Tell her how great she was.
No, thanks,
Go join
guys.
her TikTok.
Follow her bad girl
everything.
Bry BRYY. So
yes, yeah. And that's Brie, not Bri. So
did I say Bri?
No, but everyone does because it's like BRY. So instead of
gotcha.
Mom braced me with that. So
all right, Bryannah, we love you.
Amazing.
Catch you on the TikTok.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye. All right.
Okay, so what do we do now?
I'm gonna take my bathroom break, but there'll be 30 seconds. And you know what? For anyone who noticed that earlier during the Karen Reid thing, I was looking down at my phone. I had the brilliant idea to put up a background of a starry night during this. Then I did that. That's when I was looking at my phone. But then I saw you had also done the same thing. So, I mean, denim jacket, same brain. We got it. But we do.
I did. And also, this is the background of the constellation Draco that Christine was referring to. It's kind of behind us, but it's also on this week's cover as well.
I pulled this one. We can switch to this at some point.
Pretty beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay, so let's I'll let you. Do you want to start the new episode?
You got it. You got it. Hello and welcome to part 2 of We Love to Hate Everything. We are going to jump into this week's episode, the latest episode. For those of you who are new to the podcast or are watching or listening for the first time, we cannot show you the episode, but we can play you the audio. So we'll play the audio and we will stop and talk when we have comments. Let us know what you think about in the chat. And Amanda had just mentioned this in the first half of the episode, but we will just kind of give some space and time to the things that deserve the space and time. And We're going to keep it as grown up and professional as possible. If you are struggling or know someone who is, we'll kind of throw this up here and there. You can text or call 988. But there you go. It is there. Let us know if you want us to throw it up or throw it in the chat if you feel the need. And we'll just launch right into it. Oh, look at your shirt. It says Felicita.
It says a whole bunch of is it French? Is it Spanish? Is it Italian? Who knows? I didn't even look it up. I was like, it's got some lemons on it. I'm into lemons.
Oh,
okay.
Lemons. Who knew?
They're back in at the Gap. Okay. What are we doing here? Okay, Discovery Plus. I can't believe that we're about to do this right now. I really am going to cry the whole time. I'm going to try to keep everything. I got a whole Kleenex box. I'm just going to do some light wiping. I'm just going to
You know what? And that is okay. And Marion, you have a great point here. She says, when my mom passed, I didn't cry for almost a year. So Bryannah said the same thing. Whether you cry, don't cry. It's okay. Everyone processes in different ways. So I know I told Amanda before we started recording, I'm like, I watched this episode, I watched it, and then I watched it again to try to like get all the tears out. Ooh, sorry. But
desensitize a bit.
Yeah. But again, there's no, right or wrong.
I love a good cry, honestly. So and this is a nice safe place to cry because we're all crying together, but we're all alone and no one can actually see us.
We are. So season 19, episode 23, The Stars Will Fall from the Sky. As Christine's new dynamic with David continues to flourish, she realizes that she was more alone with Kody than she understood. Mary and Jen discuss what's next after closing the B&B. Then tragedy of unimaginable proportions strikes the Brown family. All right. Okay. And we will give it to you in minutes left. Is that correct, Amanda? Is that what you're going to have on yours?
Okay, sorry. It starts out with this. Okay, the first thing that happens is this episode discusses. Wait, what were you asking me?
If you'll be giving timestamps with time left.
Yes.
Or okay, gotcha.
With time left, because that's how Discovery Plus wants to do it. So whenever we give a timestamp, that means how much time there is remaining. Although we're probably going to let a lot of these scenes play out a little more than we do, just because it's weird to jump in and sad. I don't even think there's a previously on or anything, is there?
I don't think so. So we can
just starts out immediately with a black screen saying this episode discusses suicide and may be upsetting to some. Viewer discretion is advised.
Previously
on. So I'm skipping
there we go.
Okay, so I'm at 39:41 left. All right, is everyone ready?
You got it.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
We're in Salt Lake City.
Again, all I was thinking watching this was I'm like, what was this going to be content-wise? This was the plan. That's like all I was thinking during these first two parts. Like, what were
I think they just had to put in something light to start the episode. They didn't want to just jump right in.
So you think this was cutting room floor? Like they didn't have any intention of actually using. Yeah, sure, we'll film.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Us at home, David and Trilly and I, and then Ray and her kids, McKelty and her kids, Peyton, Isabel. I think that's about it. Who's coming? Just a spontaneous evening.
You gotta come right over here. Ready?
Will you, someone please play frisbee with David so he behaves. David and I have been together for, oh my gosh, over a year. It's great. It feels so complete. So, I mean, we're learning a lot about each other. I'm also learning a lot about myself. When I was married to Kody, I was more independent than I realized I was. I think I was less married than I thought.
Oh, yeah. It's adjustment on both ends. I was single for so long, did everything myself, and I thought I had to do everything myself. And now Christine comes along, and she does a lot. And there's a point when I say, "Can I do something, please?"
Okay. When you get you're out of control. Being married to David, I've learned I need to be a partnership. He wants to be involved in everything. He likes to know about everything. He has an opinion about things, and he likes to be.
So I guess this is an interesting juxtaposition, if we have to discuss it, that Christine, I think she was lonely through her entire marriage, lonely and craving a partnership. But then it's hard to relinquish any kind of power once you do have that. It's like, but this is how I do it, though.
100%. I relate to, like, exactly their scenario has played out in real life.
Mhm.
Where it's like, yeah, can I just do something? And that can be come off as, like, Christine and I'll group us together. That can come off as controlling and like domineering. But when you're so used to being like, well, I have to do it or it won't get done, so I'm going to do it on my time frame. You're just doing it. You're on autopilot. So I think it's great that David's like, yeah, just let me in a little bit. Let me do something. It doesn't feel good to watch the person I love do everything.
Yeah, so that's something.
Yeah.
He likes to be heard, and it's a discussion, and it's a dialogue.
Was that breaking up for you guys? I don't know if I can hear it all the way.
Really?
Maybe it's just mine breaking up. Let me let us know if it's just you guys too. I actually really enjoy this like blended grandkids thing that they're doing. I just wanted to like bring that up. I think that's like a really unique, cool thing that you have. Oh, people are saying it's breaking up a little. The show audio is a little wonky, they say. So maybe it's just the show. Ooh, now I just heard myself.
Okay, so that's what the issue is. Okay, so I need to turn my echo on. Okay, this should work now.
Okay, let's see.
Is it better?
Absolutely worst. Wait, we can walk around.
Here, Isabel, I'll help you over.
Because then the kids will say, no, David.
I don't know what to do.
I help you
Leave
over.
it. Some people are saying do it. Some people are saying don't. So when my mom and David first got together, especially, I was worried about how that dynamic would be because my mom has never had a man full-time in the house. And we've never had a man full-time in the house. It has always been her.
David,
Tell me I'll help you over.
Little light shade from Isabel there. We've never had a man full-time in the house at all.
Yeah. You know what, though? That is an adjustment. Like, I wasn't even in that kind of a situation, but when you have a partner that's away a lot, whether it's working a lot or whatever, like, yeah, having, first of all, just a new person of the opposite sex. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be very difficult.
A man that lives here with us.
I mean, but truly, too, especially, that had been, and probably still is, like a very difficult transition. That's hard.
Oh, for sure. 3717 is left.
No, I'm afraid of her.
Please look at my eyeballs, you two.
She's the head of the household. She makes the rules, and we follow those rules.
That's nothing we need the little children seeing us do. I'm gonna no, stop it. I'll go get it.
Hey, honey, here.
I'll go get it. No, I'll go get it. I'm used to like whatever in my house. That's the rule. That's what we're gonna do, and that's all it is. Okay, David, Isabel, and Tony. I'm just gonna go get it. Leave it. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay,
what? Oh my.
If anyone wants,
okay, can we stop here?
Yeah.
Tell me what you think.
I think that grandparents are allowed to be the fun, zany ones. And I feel like it's total. I think because Christine's worried that if they see David jumping the fence, that they're going to think they can do it. But I think that grandparents have earned the right to be like to give you the sugary treats and keep you up past midnight. Like I think that that's what the grandparents should be there for. You get away with more with the grandparents.
Yeah, I do. I definitely agree with that. Like, let your kids have fun there. Dawn, this is a good point. Christine just didn't want David to put his back out again. I agree, but I think, okay, this is me putting myself in Christine's shoes. So this is me projecting a little bit, but I have a feeling I'm right. That it's more about Christine being used to, I know what's going to happen next week when you're not here. And these kids are all playing, they're going to be over the fence because I'm the one here all the time. That's what's going to happen. So she's like, she's not looking at this situation right now like David is or like Kody would have been. She's like, when you're gone and I'm alone with all the grandkids, they're all going to be over the fence.
True. Well, and now it's turned more into David just being stubborn, which is incredibly not sexy to me. And when a man's just like, I'm gonna do this.
Yes. Now I was just gonna say, no, I didn't. Like that thing of like, oh, it's just a teaser. I just like teasing her a little bit. Well, I can tell you what, women don't want to be teased from their partners. And I'm guessing probably men too, but I'm just speaking as a woman. Like the little nitpicky, like just like they say, like, oh, little boys, they tease a girl when they're into her because they're flirting.
Right now, I'm back on your side. Fuck you,
we don't need anyone else to tease us or make fun of us about our like little quirks.
About being responsible and making sure everyone stays safe.
Yeah. Does Christine walk around and be like, oh, you did tissue? You did tissue, David? You did tissue? No, she doesn't.
What if she did? Okay. No, we do that. 36:49 is left.
Okay, jump before she gets there. And there are times that we butt heads. Yeah, absolutely. Where I'm like, that is not a good idea. Let's not do that. And he'll be like, she won't even listen. I
don't like that. Would it cost you anything to listen, David?
Just true.
I'm a grown up. I can make good decisions on if I'm going to climb that fence.
I don't like it.
Climb over that fence. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Nobody's going to tell me not to.
I don't like that. Not cute, babe.
I'm going to climb the fence. I'm going to do it. Not going to do it.
The thing is that he can see that she is getting legitimately upset. So just stop.
Even Tony was like, funny. Oh, maybe you shouldn't do that.
No, it's not funny because you know what you're teaching the kids, David? That like, it's funny when you're hurting your partner's feelings. It's funny when you get under their skin.
She's nagging. Women nag. I'm fun. Okay. Yeah, you're true. You're right. All right, let's get past this stupid shit.
Yeah, right.
Now I gotta see if I can get my fat butt over. Oh, wait,
you wanted to do? Did you just jump over the fence?
I climbed over.
David doesn't like to be told what to do at all.
I don't like that.
Hot. That's
What's
sexy.
wrong with that? They can't climb over.
I don't want them to climb over.
They're not gonna climb over.
Wow.
They were pissed at each other there.
Yeah, they were.
It was a
lot more things than I thought. In my house, I was in charge of parenting. And Kody had say and stuff, probably, but he didn't really like to know about all the little things. I think I've been single for a long time, and we really got used to doing things our own way too. There's a lot more discussion, a lot more figuring things out. Like we wake up at 3:00 in the morning, and he's like, "There's that one thing that we talked about," and we usually finish the conversation.
Oh, I'm going back to sleep. I'm not up for 3 a.m. chit chat.
No, oh God, Christine loves it.
But the thing is she may have been mad or upset or a little bit, but at the end we figure things out. And that's all that matters.
Let's eat dinner, you guys hungry? Come on, time for food. Let's go eat.
She's got
this is what I'm learning about what a marriage looks like. It's very different. Even when it's frustrating, and even when I'm like, don't do that, and he does it anyway, I still love it.
You had a rough day?
Yeah.
What happened?
Me. I think that David pretty quickly just kind of meshed into our family. I had this worry that David would want to replace my dad's position in our family.
There's literally nothing to replace.
So,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, nothing that he can do.
Yeah, his presence at all is
more.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. That too. We're knee brothers.
We're knee brothers. Oh God. Okay, so David just went to do like a little fist, and truly just like went like high five to like, yeah, cool. That was almost like Robin's like, yeah, it's just really cool. It's really cool. It's cool.
Also, David got up kind of a little, I'm sure maybe truly is fine. He was really in her personal space there where I would be like, get off of me.
I think he knows like, okay, this is something she's working on. Okay.
Man, yeah. All right. But I mean, I don't find him like dangerous at all. No.
He's challenging, like, helping her grow socially.
That's a good point because Kody sure as fuck didn't teach her any of these things, boundaries or stuff like that. 3409.
Taking up this role that has been filled, but I think he's done it in such a wonderful way. He's been like a guy, a strong guy, a strong man in our family who was able to not overstep a boundary, but make it a safe environment.
Truly, I can't believe you said it. I'm still back at that. She's so naughty. She just said that David pooped his pants.
Truly's like the most important person to me, and I would trust him wholeheartedly to protect her.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. They're all very protective of Truly.
I love Isabel.
She almost died of kidney failure after all. All right, we're Hero on.
Mary lives in like her bed and breakfast. I know that. I wish her the best. I wish her all the happiness. I hope she finds it. Well, we're done. I think we need to.
Yeah, this is current day, right? Isn't this current day, Mary? So this was not
closer to now. Yeah, I don't.
She just looks like she's thinner now in these scenes.
I think the timeline is kind of mixed and matched a little bit.
I understand why they're like, let's throw something about Parowan in there to keep it lighthearted at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm pointing that out, that this is out of sequence.
We don't have any more guests coming.
Well, you never had any guests.
I think they just need to kind of wrap up these storylines too. So fine.
Our last guest for the B&B.
Catch us up in time.
Mm-hmm. We're closing this place down. I'm excited for what we're doing next. I'm excited for all the changes. I am so excited for my vision for this.
I don't mind the shirt Mary's wearing, by the way. Mary looks really good in this scene, actually. Maybe I'm just
her hair. She kind of has it like half up, half down. It looks great. Yeah, she looks
and the shirt is like a pattern that is in style, on trend. Colors looks like they're in her color chart. But we'll know next week when we do our color episode.
Yeah, that Ashley, says, what a fun storyline. Mary and the tablecloth.
I mean, yeah, again, that's when I was like, this was what the content was going to be.
Yeah.
Season 19. Okay, here we go.
Works. And it may not, because in my mind, I'm sure this is a much bigger room than it really is. When I open up again, it's going to definitely have a different vibe.
She's going to take away all the character in the house.
All the way across.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be like gray.
Design.
And white.
Yeah, but like I would actually stay there if it was like updated. I would never stay in this house overnight. It looks haunted. And it is haunted.
Well, Mary brings an energy into the house, Do
you think the ghost just follows Mary? Like the ghost
it definitely is a Mary.
Mary.
I'm not having a restful sleep. It's going to be just like fits of indecision and angst.
I think our hearts probably, we either go into such a deep sleep that our hearts fully stop and like the CPAP machine wouldn't even like help. Oh. Or we're just not sleeping at all.
I don't have a modern electricity in there for our CPAPs.
No, you know what would happen is if I was sleeping at Mary's at the B&B, I would have sleep paralysis almost for sure. Because I always have it when I'm sleeping in a house that's not mine. Throw in the fact that it's haunted and that it's
Bonnie's
Mary's
ghost comes shuffling through.
I'm having sleep paralysis, babe. All right, 3216 is left. Like we're about to get to Mary answering the phone here, so.
So right now, what I'm kind of envisioning for the B&B is more of a small event venue rather than a bed and breakfast. I'm kind of thinking like family reunions.
Yeah, that's cute.
I don't know, baby showers or bridal showers or different things like that where it's a smaller group. We've actually had weddings in the summertime out in the yard and they're beautiful. Okay. Wow. We don't have any guests coming in.
That would be such a great feeling.
Eventually, once this is all done.
That's how I'm going to feel when on Friday when the last of 9 dogs that have been staying here goes home. My God. Okay, 3141.
Your choices for what you really want to do. This gives you a chance. When I bought the house, it really was because it was a 25-year dream of mine to have this house back in the family. I didn't want a bed and breakfast. You know what else this means?
Yeah, we all knew that, Mary. We just covered that season on our Patreon, and you clearly did not want it. Mom
It was
needed a
so
place to
obvious.
live.
Yeah, Mom could have her pick of any room she wanted.
Not the janitor closet, though. We'll rent that out as a room, except it's a moot point because I have no intention of making this a B&B. I'm not even going to register it as a business.
Oh, in fact, I'm going to get a mortgage for a single family residence.
Right. Because I have no intention of doing this.
Right.
$31.25.
You don't have to keep using the safe tablecloth anymore.
Oh my God.
I can put Lizzie's tablecloth back up. Let's do it. Let's do it now.
And imagine if that was the highlight of your day.
Who I am.
That would have been the highlight of the season.
I'm doing in my life, and I'm building businesses. I'm trying to figure out, how to change or what to do with the B&B. And eventually, I do want to start dating. Like, that is very much on my radar.
Keep that doily in the cabinet then, Mary.
Like, what is this? Again, I think this was probably a bit in a whole episode is talking about this tablecloth.
Finding somebody that I can spend the rest of my life with is something that I really hope for. Let's go. Okay. Tablecloth. Let's go back. I am so excited about this. I've dated a little bit, and I have had experiences
Why
where
is she yelling when she talks?
That some people are not interested simply because of my background. Because I come from a plural family.
Might be your personality too, though.
Well, yeah, because she got new teeth, so yeah, it probably is a personality. You're right.
No, she's saying people. I feel like people reject me because. Right?
Oh no, I'm just teasing you. Yeah.
Okay. $30.25.
Maybe they're nervous that that's what I want.
Maybe you bring an energy into the room
because my life is very public.
Maybe you laughed too much.
I think that is a little bit intimidating.
That's it. It's the public life.
But that is a big factor, though.
I mean, it was made for this table.
Look at that doily.
There's a lot of it. And I really need to be able to trust him and believe what he says. And that's going to take a little bit for me. Like I've had some situations. I need to be able to trust that when a person tells me he loves me, he really does.
Somebody wrote this on our Facebook group too, is wow, like that, when Kody saying that to her damaged her more than I think any of us even realized. When he said, I never loved her, that's fucked up.
She was clingy. She was more into me. She just wanted to be on me all the time. I didn't know. Like,
he damaged her forever. Like, that's just so damaged. Again, because like we've said, her entire life was a lie, if that's true.
Well, yeah. And there is something to it, like, how long has he felt this way? How long has he been doing that? Or, how long has he been telling Robin that? Yeah, it makes you like what you thought you were living a reality and you weren't.
Yeah.
It's awful.
I'm glad that he has come out now and said that's not true, even though I kind of believe that he did not love them. Well, no. I think he did love them. I think he did.
I think he did.
How could he fucking not? He built this whole family. 29.
To come back to me later and be like, oh, just kidding. I was lying to you for decades. You know what I mean? I mean, we've had this sitting here for since I've been here 7 years. It's going to be really weird to not have it. I guess it's just goodbye for now. I've enjoyed getting out there and meeting people, but I haven't found my person yet.
All right.
I hope she does. I do want to see what kind of person Mary ends up with.
That is what she wants. Okay, here we go.
Slate's up.
I'm going to pause it right here. So the first thing we see is the slate. And it says 1208, Mary single, Christine engaged, date 3/5/24. All right, here we go. And when I first saw this, I thought that Mary had just received the news because they pull back and she's doing this. Like, it looks like she's already crying, but she's not. She's just like, her eyes are probably just watering. Here we go. I'm about to press play.
Okay, we're starting with the carriage house here. This is all about your birthday and the carriage house, right? Okay,
So that's weird. Kody's calling me. Nope. He can text me if he needs me. Okay. He's calling again. I already texted and said, he says it's an emergency.
Okay, let's cut.
Hello? What?
On March 5th, 2024, Kody and Janelle's son, Garrison, passed away.
It's Christine. Janelle. Kody looking stunned. Robin rolling her eyes and looking at it. And Mary is
in tears.
I will give Kody this, that Kody did not just say, well, fuck Mary, I'm not going to keep calling her and let her find out on like social media.
No, he called family.
He called her.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is
he called family.
Giving him, I mean, that's how low I thought of him, that I would have thought that he would have just been like, well, she can find out however. But he like kept calling. So that was something.
I think this episode, like the producers did this episode so well.
So
and
impressed.
What Kody and Janelle allowed and how they chose to just share the episode and structure it. Besides the weird opening Christine David thing, I think it was just like perfect. And I think like just even like the still shots, for example, like right now, is the sun, the trees, like things like that. I think it was just done so nicely and respectfully without it being over dramatic as well.
There's a part later on where the music, no one cares about music theory, but for the two who do, where it's where they're starting to talk about him, they're playing this thing where the music is modulating up, like initiate like a more positive energy. Like the music keeps modulating in an upward. So it was like positive. Oh. Let's say positive. We're really talking about like the stars and stuff like that. So anyway, all right, we're at 27.
So Gabriel had found him. He's like, Mommy's gone. I mean, what do you mean? He said he's dead. He killed himself. And I don't remember the next few minutes, but I got in the car and I drove.
We're in Salt Lake City.
So Hunter called me, and he doesn't call a lot. So I just said, hello, and he goes, and he was sobbing, and I said, what's wrong? He just said Garrison killed himself. And I just fell on the floor in the office. I went to the office, and I shut the door. I just fell on the floor. We all knew that he was sad. And we all hoped that he would just
This is Kody.
I'm just sitting there, stunned, sort of shaking my head and trying to console my kids. Gwendolyn just called me and said, can she come and see me? She called me up, Dad, like brokenhearted. Can I come see you? And I'm like, yeah, come on over, sweetheart. The first moment the grief really clobbered me was when I was sitting down with Gwendolyn holding her hand. I look inside myself, I'm looking down my esophagus,
The fuck?
my imagination, into my lungs, and I feel this sort of grief come up out of me. And just like everybody's silent, I think that Gwendolyn is sobbing and Robin's trying to console her. This grief comes out of me and I wailed. And that's when I first, I think, became really aware that this situation has gone down, and it's sort of unreconcilable.
And you gotta think that 50% of that, other than just being sad, I think that probably was a moment of I really
reflection and guilt and regret.
Yeah.
Or maybe not guilt, but just regret, like that.
No,
like, I wish I
but
had more
there's
time.
no
I wish I could have done
action.
this or that.
I think that was probably the moment of just realizing I can't come back from this now. And
yeah. And I think Alicia brings up a good point. She said, I think we can all relate to that kind of out of body experience. And especially like when he said, like looking down his esophagus, like the way he explained it is very different. But I think anyone who like you have that true grief of someone so close to you that like it feels like it's like this roar that comes out of you, and just like that sound where it's like
someone else is making this noise, and
I
didn't even know that came out of me.
It's guttural. Yeah, like it just comes out of you. Ugh,
people, I mean, everyone in the comments, thank you all for maintaining, like poise.
No.
That he's articulating it well. Like you can't. I believe him.
And even in the case where you're like, even when you know something is imminent or close, and I don't think they obviously did in this, it still hits you like that. And I think also just the just like that pure shock of seeing Mary, them all learning it at different times in a way like does make you stop and think. And
I don't know. That call was, I mean, I'm glad they kept it in, honestly, because it's, and I honestly
real.
feel like they did ask everyone. Like, I'm sure that they all like approved the episode, and I think everyone was like, "No, people should see this." So we're talking about men's mental health or alcohol.
Well, and I think it's a show of respect for Garrison too, like what he meant to everyone. So I think it is. I don't think it's. I think it could have towed the line as being exploitative, and it wasn't. And I think that's they deserve like a really good.
I think that's what we were all worried about the past year, is that they were going to exploit it. But this was a beautiful episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. 24:36 left.
I just don't know what to do. I'm lost in this.
I'm in my room working, and
no, you weren't.
Let's stop it. I want to say B. Geezy says, seeing Mary get the call is why my heart drops almost anytime my dad or brother calls me. Yeah, like when you get a call from someone that like doesn't usually call you, it is that like, oh God, why is that person calling me?
Mm-hmm.
I went over to Robin saying that I was in my office working.
No, she said I was in my room, which to me insinuates
why
like
did
your
you
bedroom.
Say that? Like, why did you even say? Even if Kody had said that, I would have been like, well, he does have the gun business. He does do like his other weird shit. Like, she legitimately doesn't do anything that would require
like working what? It's not for the show.
It's just weird that she'd say that. Just the choice to say that is baffling to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's about her. Yeah.
Yeah. This is how she felt about it.
He came in and he's just looking really shocked. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's on the phone and he's just like, he's like, Garrison. Garrison has passed. And I'm like, and he says it to me.
I believe she's kind of crying here.
I'm like, what? What? And he just started crying, and
there's still no actual tears coming out though.
Yeah, I know, it's just very strange. A very, very strange.
I think it's just really hard for Robin to get past the fact that she didn't really click or get along with Garrison.
That's wild. Can I bring up the fact that it's been speculated, if not confirmed, that Gabriel called Kody to go with him to check on him, and Kody didn't answer or decided against it. So when the call did come in, Kody already had that. Like, it was, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, I believe that Kody was aware that there was something going on that day, and Garrison was going to take Kody with him, and that did not happen. So now, on top of that, in Kody's, to be empathetic for Kody, there's also the added level of, oh my God, like, I didn't go. Like, because so it was already kind of in his head that something was bad.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong.
It's awful.
Okay, 23:34 left.
Oh my gosh, what? And we're just trying to gather the details, trying to figure out what's going on. Trying to be there for him, trying to register the shock myself, trying to register.
Yeah, this is about her. She's not even telling what's happening. She's just talking about how she feels.
Oh yeah, he just fell apart.
Mary, this gets me. This got me just to see Mary, who was so separated from the family. And she is viscerally feeling that, because she raised these kids. Like, she was there at their births. She was there at Garrison's birth. And no matter how much there was an estrangement, like, she's feeling this like a mother a year later in the talking head.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an interesting juxtaposition between going from Robin right to Mary here too.
Robin, I was working and I didn't know what to do. Like, what should I say? What should I do? And I mean, I was just working.
What? She's like angry about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going to try to give her more grace. 22:59.
He told me the words that I'll never forget. He goes, Garrison took his life. And it was just like this weird, surreal moment that, like, no, that's not one of our kids. No, they're not going to do that, you know? And I'm like, are you kidding me? And he's like, no. So I left and I went up there to Kody and Robin's house. And Gwendolyn was right there.
Oh, God.
God. She just came out and she just, like, hung on to me.
It's good that Mary was here and not in Parowan. She happened to be in town, so, like, that's something. And Janelle was in town. They were here for filming, so there's something lucky in that they weren't all the way, like, hours and hours away, like Mary was when Bonnie passed. So there's something to be said for that.
You know, I think there's also something really telling that I just thought of now is that Mary and Kody and Christine mentions later with McKelty, but both Kody and Mary mentioned that, like, they looked at Gwendolyn or they saw her, and it's interesting Robin didn't, because the other three said that, like, their first instinct was how their children felt about it, that, like, seeing their children in pain and hurting impacted them a lot, and it really didn't, like, hit them, or they held it together until then. And that is, like, very real, like, seeing your children in pain, especially about your other child. Yes, you're hurting, but notice who didn't? Robin's not, like, seeing all the kids and telling them and whatever, nothing. And I feel like no word about Janelle. Like, I was worried for Janelle. I was hurting for her. Is she okay?
Worried about Kody and her own kids, how they're going to take it. also that Gwen like goes to Kody's house and she's still kind of in enemy territory there. Like she's not in a safe space.
Well, even asking.
That's another thing that a lot of people are saying in the chat. But then I'm happy that I'm sure that Gwendolyn felt such an overwhelming relief when she saw Mary, one of her moms, not you, Robin, Mary, walk in. I'm sure that was. I'm happy for both of them that Mary and Gwendolyn had each other there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they all had each other.
Yeah.
Holy shit! All right, 21:49 left.
Oh gosh.
Oh, Mary.
Like I didn't even know what to do. I called Janelle and I said, I'm stopping, I'm getting food, and I'll be over in a little bit. And I'll just be there. I didn't know what else to do.
That's saying a lot too. Like we've been watching Mary and Janelle's journey through Nancy, and like really, this is the best case scenario you could have. Is like we don't like each other. We like really do hate each other sometimes, but like this is exactly what the goal here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you care and you love about each other, even though, yes, you don't get along. But ultimately, yes, you are a family altogether.
This is sister wives right here. So this is a little bit of a success story.
Yeah.
Like just that she, and that she just knew that that's the thing to do is like, I'm just going to grab shit and come to you and I'll just be there. Like just as your presence. Okay, we're at 21:07.
My mom and I had been calling each other back and forth.
Oh, Madison.
That day.
Yes, Madison and Caleb here.
And she called me and told me that she was, and I was like, oh, weird, I was just about to call you. And she said, I am driving to Garrison's house. He committed suicide. There's few moments in your life that I feel like alter your brain chemistry, and I definitely feel like calling siblings that a sibling had died definitely alters your brain chemistry.
All right. There's a commercial. And I like that there was no previews for the next segment. It was just like, we're just going to go straight through.
Yeah.
All right, here we are.
I was traveling back to Flagstaff.
This is Janelle.
And Garrison and I have been having texting all day long, and I got one conversation. And this was not unusual because he and I talked probably 3 times a day. Garrison is me and my son. I knew he was struggling, and I always just picked up the phone, and I always make it a point to talk to him. And it wasn't really about anything. Like it was just, I think he needed the connection. And I know he was calling his brothers and stuff too. I laid down in bed around 8:30, and he kind of stopped texting me. I knew he'd been drinking again. He would go through periods where he was really good, and then he just would have a binge, just as part of the cycle, I think. So I called Logan and Hunter. I texted them, and I said, okay, because we tag team. I said, well, you guys, Garrison will respond to you. And so they were on it. They said, Mom, we're on it. We'll just kind of check on him and make sure he's okay. So
I can't imagine the panic of, because you're a parent and you do want to give your kids space. Like you don't want, it's because there's a certain point, like there's not much you can do, but it's like that dread. I'm not a parent, but I can't imagine the dread of knowing that like, God, like what, like I'm not there. Like he could do this right now. Like I can't even imagine that.
Well, and, as Janelle, I was going to say, like, they knew about, like that he had been drinking more and dealing with depression. And that's like a very real thing. Those things, he's, Janelle's kids in particular are just so bright and have a high EQ. Yeah, they're mature. And with that, I think sometimes like that's like a mixed blessing because like you're highly intelligent, you're emotional, you're in touch with your emotions, you have a big family. Everyone says like he was like the jokester, right? He is a huge heart, making sure everyone is happy and feeling at home. And that's a lot to carry. And probably self-medicating. Yeah, what do you do? I think all of us in some way, shape, or form are touched, by some aspect of this. And there is that like, yeah, I could have done this, I could have done that, but like there's a lot of cases when you can't. You can only do what you can do, and be there. And my God, imagine like the love and time and effort that Janelle and her kids and everyone else put into like trying to be there for him, but you can't be everywhere all at one time, and like, ugh.
I guess what happened here is that one of the last texts that went out was like, there was like a big group text. Correct me if I'm wrong. Someone from production sent an old family photo to the group text. And I believe Kody was in this text, possibly. Dayton was on the text. And Garrison said, it makes me like something along the lines of, it makes me so sad to look. It makes me so happy to remember the good times, but it also makes me pissed that I can remember this now, like so vivid. Something along the lines of that. And I was like,
right, like how things have changed or something like that.
Like it's hard to see old pictures of us when we were happy. So like, there's that layer of that on top of this is that he pretty much like said what he was upset about. Like on a text thread, like right before that. Okay. 1908.
So I went to sleep,
okay.
and Gabriel called me, and he's like, "Mom, he's gone." And I'm like, "What?"
Okay.
Oh, Gabe. Oh my God. Gabe looks like awful. Like he's been crying. Poor kid.
Gare really was like so genuine, and he didn't let on to it a lot, but he always felt a lot deeper than he expressed. Everyone in my family knows that.
They're using such pretty footage, which I'm guessing are just all his favorite places.
And I like that Gabe wasn't saying anything bad about what happened. Gabe just wanted to talk about like what his
brother. Yeah.
And that was like his like partner in crime. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're at Mary, 1757.
There was a viewing for family and just, close friends that were in the area.
Probably where Robin said the thing, right?
Of course, that was the last time we saw his body. And that was really, really difficult. That was really painful.
The strongest memories I have in these 3 days was actually being at the funeral home with Janelle.
I hope it was just him and Janelle.
Anybody besides I'm sorry to everybody.
Did you want to? You had pictures of like this picture in our thing here. Did you want to talk about it here?
I'll just show it how it should be. With something just taken out.
That was my first thought too. So I'm like, why is she there? Yes.
That's it.
I only noticed that.
That's it.
Yep. Okay, 7 thin headband.
For those of you who are listening, it was a picture of handsome Alice. We can do without.
Yeah. Like Jodie cut her out.
That was me. Blame it on me.
Yeah. 1701 left.
The service was as beautiful as it could.
This is rough.
I got to talk about when he was a little kid. And
For Christine to make a speech, this picture of him in front of the burning fire is hilarious, by the way. He's like, yeah, that's fucking right.
Mm-hmm.
The fact it was always hard for me to sing at funerals for people that I didn't know. I can't imagine giving an emotional speech as one of the moms. So like, I'm like really impressed with Christine for being able to actually speak at his funeral and her ability to retell this here, because this is a pretty deep story she's about to say here.
And traveling in the stars. I was completely fine until I made eye contact with McKelty and said the last line. It was just, it's a movie quote that he loved. And
What is it?
At the end of the movie, the dragon dies. He turns into the constellation Draco, who's a dragon. And the last line is when we want to look for him again. We looked to the stars. And I looked right at McKelty and said to the stars,
he brought an air of ease. He made an incredible effort to everyone around him to make them comfortable. And I think that's the real mark of a gentleman. And I think that Garrett did it well.
Garrison was cool. He was the jokester of the family too. He was hilarious.
He was very fun. I thought he was just a joy. He's very smiley, very, very chill, very easygoing. He always had a ton of friends. Just a very friendly guy. Cool dude. Just nice.
I was trying to get him to move out here.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, where every step that we like get closer to it, it's like, we talked a lot about that.
We almost had him here too.
We did.
We almost had him. He was almost coming.
I think he was just so deep.
He really struggled with alcohol. I don't know what happened. He was never a drinking kid. He didn't like the taste of it, and he started to drink during COVID.
I'm glad they're talking about this, by the way.
Yeah.
Something happened in this last year, and it really just got him. And we had offered him all the love, all the support, all the help, all the resources. It wasn't that he didn't have those things. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened that this night he did that, because he's had other nights like this where he would drink and then pass out, and he would go kind of radio silent, but he'd be back in the morning, I don't know. I don't know what happened this time.
It's so hard to pull yourself out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was all just so sad.
Oh.
I remember sitting there with Janelle, and I was just going, hey, I really just want to take my boy home. And so I said, let's take him back to Wyoming. And let's bury him next to Grandma Cheryl. We just totally agreed, and that would be the right thing.
Kody and I decided that we would cremate him. I knew that that's what he wanted, so we did that, and that way it gives us the opportunity to have the funeral in a better time of year. Like we want to bury him in Wyoming. It's where our family, a lot of our family is buried. He loved it there, so it felt appropriate.
That's beautiful.
And I remember in the early episodes, like Garrison, the boys loved Logan, Garrison, Hunter, like they loved going there. So like I think that's a great choice. And he does Grandma Cheryl. So
Yeah, I love that. They all loved Grandma Cheryl. Yeah.
She's a badass.
Everybody can be
great.
there, and we can really celebrate him properly.
Yeah. All these great photos of Garrison too.
We haven't seen, so it's nice to see new pictures too.
Yeah.
Right? Commercial.
I find that I do better if I stay busy.
Yeah. I hear that.
Staying busy is good. Keeps my mind occupied.
Oh, Janelle.
God, I hate seeing her cry. She's so strong, so it's even harder to see her cry.
Before he passed away, I'm glad I have a big dream. I'm glad I'm here with the grandbabies, and it just makes it easier.
Yeah, can you imagine if she had been there and she'd still been in Flags? I'm sure she probably would have gone to North Carolina, but like she's saying, I feel like she probably has been to therapy. She's like, I at least have shit to do. I have a dream. I have a new life. So like I can stay distracted. Thank God she wasn't.
Yeah, even just to get up and get out of bed in the morning. I mean, like you and I both know, like there are days when it's just hard to even get out of bed, especially with this. So being with your grandkids and stuff, having a reason.
Yeah, a reason.
My sister Carrie and her husband Terry came out. It was good to have a visit.
Here's Janelle and her stunningly gorgeous sister.
Yeah.
Carrie is my younger sister. She's 2 years younger than I am.
Madison is an amazing daughter too.
Oh yeah, Madison took on a lot here. You can tell.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I could take on, like, that's a lot, having your mom move in and all that, with all stuff besides this going on in her life.
A lot though. I feel like Janelle's a pretty good housecaster. She's like, I'll just be over here. But I like the moment here where Janelle's like, I'm just going to go ahead and blend this, and then while it's blending, I'm going to collect my thoughts. And I do want to talk. Like, I just think that she's very mature and determined to get out her thoughts here. I think she thinks that it is important to get this on camera. And Madison did a couple of TikToks after the passing where she's like, we need to talk more about men's mental health. And so I think they're both very interested in getting that into the light. 6 is left.
Savannah's still there,
but
coming out.
We're going to be really crowded. Once she gets here, I can see. Yeah. She'll start school, though, in mid-August here. It starts in mid-August. So,
how are you?
I'm all right. Good days, bad days. Good days, bad days. Good days, good minutes, bad minutes. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna do the beater and calm myself down for a minute, and then.
Janelle.
His birthday just passed 2 weeks ago, and that was hard.
His birthday's right after.
Keeping him in conversation, I think. Keeping stuff around with him, you know. Yeah. He's just not physically here, but he's spiritually here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, God. It's hard.
Anyway.
God. It's rough.
Oh my God, I can't imagine.
Anxiety and depression, and then he started drinking as a way to sort of soothe that, you know what I mean? And then just became the animal he couldn't get a hold of. So we did everything we could, and I know that.
Oh, that was the most. I almost breathed a sigh of relief when she said that. I'm like, oh, thank God that you can at least like give that to yourself. That like there's nothing I could have done.
Yes and no, though. My God.
Well, I think it's also good for the audience to hear that too. 'Cause, like,
yeah,
And maybe she is kind of saying that to Robin or Kody.
No, like I truly don't. I mean, I think she like really just got it. Like she hit the nail on the head. Like good days, bad days, and it's like good minute, bad minute. Especially, I can't even imagine a child losing. Oh my god, I can't. Ugh.
All right,
and having to keep going for the other ones too.
Oh gosh, yeah. 9:15.
For sure. I think it'll be good to be here. Different. Yeah, different. So it's minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, sometimes, you know. I know that he's dead, but I forget that he's dead. Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I remember.
Kody's got the big poster of Garrison in his garage, which I kind of think should go in the house, but okay.
I think should too. And of course, it's the one with him holding a gun, which I don't know how I feel about that. But that's fine. Here comes this awesome scene. This scene, I think, maybe could have been cut. Weird choice to end with this kind. Like Kody gets the last word in this episode.
Yeah, I don't like Robin in this scene at all.
Coming out with her fucking Stanley, like it's just everything she does obviously irritates me. She's a bitch eating crackers, yeah. But like, you also knew you script every scene that you do together. You couldn't have scripted something better than this. You couldn't have like rehearsed this a little better because this is so off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 8:09.
Hey, hi. How you doing?
Enjoying the fire?
Yeah. Do you like my fire?
It's hot and big.
You're not funny.
Soothing.
You okay? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
She's more than okay, unfortunately.
She's fine.
Oh, I like you being here.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. I like your presence. I like you being around. You're soothing.
Really?
Waves.
As it cuts to her white as a sheet, just like, and then the birds in the background.
Yeah. Caw, caw.
You're soothing, and Robin's like, I will soothe you.
Kody, I'm soothing.
I almost feel like this is scripted too, of just like, I'm going to come out and ask if it's okay for me to be here so that the audience knows that it's all right, that I'm here. You find
she's like, oh, do you want to go away? When really she's like, she wants him to be like, yeah, I just want to be alone because she really doesn't want to like grieve and all that stuff.
I think she wants him to kind of, because he's going to say, Robin says that he should feel this. And yeah, I think that that's a really good sentiment. People should feel that. But I think that Robin is fully self-serving. And I think that she wants him to feel it so that he can get over it quicker.
Yes. Thank you. I was just going to say she wants him to feel it so he can
move this along.
Hurry. Yes. Because she wants it just like back to how it was.
Does anyone else feel that way too? Okay, we're going
I do. That's how I took it.
I'm sorry. Like I'm trying. I could be a lot meaner than this, to be honest. Like,
oh,
I'm trying to keep it cute here, but
no,
like,
I think we're just stating the facts. Robin's not crying. She doesn't seem to be too upset. That's it.
7:21. It's an act. It's a fucking act. There you go.
Boy, it's just.
Kody's a little performative in this.
It's supposed to be this way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just heartbreaking, and I don't. Robin, I didn't get a chance to really just make things right.
No, you did. You just didn't do it.
Being able to say goodbye.
You had so many chances.
I'm not saying it's his fault, but like you did have chances. You did. You had years.
They begged you to accept them. On camera, they begged you. can't even imagine what happened off camera.
I just don't know what to do with this death, because it's like I've got to do something different, because I could have had more time with him, and I thought there would be more time.
That's what everybody does.
Everybody thinks they got more time.
Yeah.
Oh, fake. She's like, she's emotionless.
Yeah, it's like, this is what a person who is crying does. They dab their eyes. And
okay, we're in North Carolina. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No. She was totally like, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh.
I keep going back to what Dr. Adam said, that he hit the nail right on the head, that it is just such a sunken cost fallacy, and she has just done it for so long. Like, she literally cannot switch it up now. I need to do this. I need to just keep doing this.
Well, no, she's not going to have any other option if she leaves Kody. That's when be like, oh, she's going to leave him. Like, no, she's not. She's not going anywhere. She'll never leave him.
She should not have been in this episode. I know that you get paid per episode, but maybe, again, have her come in for 10 seconds and then bow out. And the editors could have done that. The editors put her in here for a reason. 6:02 left, obviously.
Whenever I'm really stuck in a thought, taking action, doing something is helpful, I think. Do you feel like you're getting settled in? Does this feel like
Janelle's
home?
sister here?
Yeah, like I love the mountains, but this is good. Yeah. This is good. So,
Yes.
how is Gabe doing?
I think that this was probably not production, but I think that everyone was aware, like, everyone knows Gabe was the one that found him. Can you please find a way to address this? And I am happy that they do address this, because I think everyone was immediately so concerned about Gabe. So
yeah,
it's nice to see him on camera too. Like, okay, it looks like he's got his emotions in check.
Yeah.
5:28 left.
I worried about him because he did some counseling before everything. So he was in a better place than he has been for a long time. And this set him back, but he was okay. I think it was okay. You know what I mean? So, and I'm checking with him. We all are starting to have a lot more frank conversations about mental health, right? Because I mean, I knew Garrison. We knew he was in a bad place. Like, we were doing everything we could for him, but he just couldn't get on top of it. You know what I mean? So he's doing okay. I'm glad, because I was a little worried. I really was worried. Now I have the big job of getting his house ready and all that stuff. But
that'd be hard.
Closing house and the kids moving out and they're selling everything. That kind of closes that chapter.
Yeah. That's good though. Good. Yeah. Close that chapter. Oof. Oh,
his in the property the other day.
Oh God, they're in pain. I can't.
Now, when I wonder, Jean might know in the comments, the conversation she's addressing right now how, like, oh, I just got back from doing all that shit in Flagstaff. Was that not when she had that discussion with Mary in the last episode?
Could be, yeah.
Timeline where that's why she was so kind of calm and just like over it. Like, Mary, there's nothing else you can do to us, and kind of numb in that. I wonder if that was the same trip that she just got back from. Wait, 4:21.
Yeah. For Care Bear, yeah.
Oh.
You know, it's gonna take some time, right?
My head is killing me.
Sometimes it catches you at a more raw moment, for sure. I'm glad that I'm here now versus still in Flagstaff.
Thank God.
Yes. This is the part where the music's modulating right there. Because it's like positive things. Now we're back to Kody and Robin.
So many people have told me, don't get caught in that what if train. I'm like, I'm going to, because that's part of the process for me. I'm gonna what if to death? What if I had called him? What if I'd have been in touch more?
And yeah, honestly, I think you probably should have those thoughts.
Yeah.
pretty fair to say that you should probably sit with that and have those thoughts. Thank God, because you and me have speculated just between us. What if Kody takes this in the other direction and just acts like such an asshole and is like, fuck you, Garrison, like you did this to like. So I guess I am impressed that he is taking more of a reflective view of this instead of going
off the deep end and really isolating the whole family. And then he becomes like some, shut in or the opposite of that.
So this is maybe best case scenario for how Kody, this is maybe what we would have all been like. I hope Kody reflects on this. And it seems like he hasn't really made amends with any of his kids so far, as we know. So
I just wonder, as many of you are saying in the chat, grief, as Janelle said, like kind of comes in waves. You're fine one second, then not the next. I wonder how Robin is going to navigate that with Kody, because Kody will have those moments. As we see, Robin will not, but Kody will have those moments.
Cody's a different person, and this has changed him as a person, no matter what. Like, he's a 100% different person now, and Robin now has to navigate this person that probably is a little wiser, a little more reflective, and she might not be able to control him as much now.
Yes,
so it's scary for Robin.
Agreed. Yep, he might not be willing to like blow things off.
Sure. Like the dolls. That's probably why she closed her Etsy account after everyone found out. Interesting. All right. I'm at 325 left.
What if?
Well, I understand that. I actually understand that a lot.
Oh, do you?
I know.
It still makes me wonder if something could have been done. It's the what ifs. And it's still torture. What could have been.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, they're torture. I know.
I think they just help the mourning process. People told me, don't do what ifs. I'm going to. You know why?
That's just who you are.
It makes me feel connected to it. To do the what ifs.
To think about him, yeah.
Thinking about what he could have had.
Just
okay. Can you please stop right there?
Yeah.
I want to point this out because that comment sent me, and I think that's when I sent to you. I'm like, okay, she's
the places blame on Garrison in that sentence.
Yeah, when he's like, oh, the regret. Kody, as much as I do think he's a narcissist, I think he's having a moment of like the what I could have done. Yeah. I could have connected with him more. I could have apologized. I could have spent more time. And Robin took that as regrets. Oh, must be in Garrison's regret.
Yeah, Garrison could have had all this, and if he had just hung on,
he could have had a better life.
You heard that just hung on. I heard that when I was watching it, and then I think,
like, whoa. Like it doesn't even occur to her that that's not what Cody's talking about. Personal regret.
Yeah. Yes.
And the way she went there
was valid.
So telling to me. Like, she does not see Garrison or some of those kids like Hunter, right? We know that, like, as humans with emotions. She's totally disconnected from them.
They're enemies.
They're someone else's kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are a threat
wild.
to her.
And that she's laughing when he's like, you know what? People tell me, like, don't go there, but I'm going there. She's like, oh, I know you. You're just going to go there. He's not laughing. This isn't like he's saying, you know what? People tell you not to go there, but like, I need to go to that dark place.
Let him feel it, but she doesn't want to let him feel it. She's going to flip it so that, no, don't. It's not.
Can we just get in a good mood now? And then you take me out to an expensive dinner and buy me things?
Yep. 245 is left.
Imagine this or imagine that, or the opportunity, the lost opportunity for him. It's just all sad. It's just heartbreaking. Yeah. And so I'm trying. You keep saying you need to feel this, and I keep trying to go, no, I don't want to.
It just leaks out one way or another. The body keeps track.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why Garrison was in a deep depression, you bitch. I'm sorry. Listen, I just want to say this for the record. I don't think there is like in a situation like this. I mean, there's like mental illness, addiction. There is no one's like fault. I'm not saying like it is Robin's fault. Like
contributing factors though.
Absolutely. But this like, what did she just say? Sorry.
Your body feels it. Your body.
Your body feels it. Garrison's body felt it.
Yeah.
He felt the years of neglect, of like upheaval.
Rejection from his daughter.
Not feeling like the rest of everyone else. I feel like an outsider. Yeah, like how are you not making that connection to what you just said?
Because she's
that's so wild to me.
She's not doing this conversation for Kody's sake or for Garrison's sake. She went into this conversation fully guarded and being like, how can I control this so that like I don't get found out maybe, or that Kody doesn't realize that maybe
and she's trying to be his therapist too.
Yeah, Counselor Robin, as Janelle said. Oh my God. Janelle, can't even imagine.
He's the Kody whisperer.
God, Janelle fucking hates her so much. I wonder if like
I hate her.
I wonder if TLC was like, I want Kody and Janelle, like, because I would have loved to have a Kody and Janelle scene maybe reflecting this, but I wonder if Janelle was like fuck.
I wouldn't want to. I can tell you right now, I wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
not because it's like his fault or hers or whatever, but there are connections that Robin should be making in this time of grief and seeing, again, your partner, her soulmate, feeling this way. If anything's going to wake her up to like feeling compassion or empathy for someone, even for Kody, it should be now, and it's not.
Yeah,
I do. Like, I truly think she's a sociopath. This scene did it for me.
No, it's actually very scary.
How am I going to do this? How do I do the rest of my life? With every holiday and every birthday.
Hey Sung here says she's planting seeds so that Kody will get to a place where it's Garrison's loss, not yeah, that's the planting seeds. I definitely agree with. Look, I don't think that this is 100% their fault. As somebody said up here earlier, Garrison is in charge of his own mental health, of course, but it's just that she does. There's just no empathy or sympathy. It's just
if not now, when, Robin? If not now, when?
How
when
are you not
feeling
anything for them?
Yeah, anything.
Yes, very.
That's concerning. Yeah, again, I don't think like unaliving or whatever we're supposed to call it is anyone's direct fault. It's not. But yeah, he had a lot of shit go on in his life, and I would think his third mom, who lived with him and knew him, well, didn't live with him, but would just have moments, at least to just like Kody, get it out without you trying to therapize and yeah.
But this is what you're trying to say. Let me just say it for you. Okay, 2 minutes left. Or 1 minute 49 seconds left.
All the frustration I had over stuff with COVID and everything like that, all of a sudden that's just like.
Thank you for saying that, Kody.
I'm just sad.
Yeah.
Sad about what
she's going,
Yeah, it's sad. I know.
Are you ready to take him home?
Yeah. I'm gonna go pick up his urn from his brother soon. And then when we go to Wyoming, I'll just take him up there. That's all I wanted to do was take him home and bury him.
Yeah. You want to take him though, huh? You're gonna go get him?
He just said that, Robin.
What a weird thing to reiterate. That's just I just don't get where the
You're gonna go get him. Thank you. Cotton candy. Like she's talking about a puppy or something. Like, oh, you're gonna go bring him back. You're gonna go pick him up.
Your son's urn.
You're gonna go get him. So you're gonna go get him. Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yeah. I was wondering if she wants him to be like, no, I don't really want to go because she doesn't want to make this trip to Wyoming.
Yeah, Julia, I don't understand how she is not in tears seeing her husband in pain like this.
Genuine pain, like actual pain. I think he is in pain here.
Oh, he is. Like he had that like that guttural. I'm almost gonna throw up the way this like hurts so bad. Yes.
I want to carry him home.
My poor mom. The dogs are going, and my mom's like, please stop. Please be quiet. It's so cute. 1 more minute. My poor mom.
Robin, not a tear. She's going to just.
It's actually more like it's a pilgrimage in a way.
Yeah.
Just process for me. It's something that it's the only thing I want from it. You know what I mean? It's like everybody was talking about what they wanted for a funeral and everything and stuff like this. And the only thing I could think about is I just want to take his body home and put him in the ground.
Ooh.
Right, that's it. If someone you know is struggling, if you want to throw up the banner again, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline or chat at 988lifeline.org. Next episode, we're gonna get to watch the like Janelle getting the plaque for Garrison at the Humane Society.
Oh my God.
I know, but that'll at least be happy tears. Oh my God, the kitties. So people keep donating to that. I was actually going to say, I think Dr. Adam said this. Someone said it. I think that animal shelter like is like good on donations.
Overwhelmed with, which is amazing.
Other things are mental health, other things. But like, I think that animal shelter is, there's other animal shelters, maybe check later.
Yeah. And as Alicia said, please don't wait till the last minute to reach out if you need help. And listen, we've all been there. Like, I mean, Amanda, you know, in the past, like a couple of weeks ago, I was like literally like 2 days.
I was honestly probably months away from liver fail. I know I was my body was starting to shut down. I was there. I managed to turn it around right after Garrison passed. So yeah. But you can
just look at people you know that like maybe struggling, just let them know that you are always there.
No judgment. No judgment.
Yeah, no judgment, that you're always there and you could reach out. But 988 text, call. We love you guys. Thank you for being so patient. Thank you for Bryannah for coming on. Make sure you follow Bryannah.
Thanks for actually being funny in the chat, guys. And like, you know, being snarky when appropriate. I was worried that everyone was just going to be like, fuck you two. How could you hate Robin like this? But like, I give snark where it's earned. So other than that, we love you guys. Thank you to my mom.
Thank you to Daphne. Thank you. You guys will be here next week. Who are we having on next week? I'm blanking.
I think it's Little Miss Recap.
Little Miss Recap.
And then we have
Fryer.
Yeah, yay! All right, awesome. Hopefully, it'll be a more less depressing week next week. There'll be kitties. All right, love you guys so much.
We love you guys.
We are all adults, and we love you, Garrison. You're all adults. Bye.
Bye.
Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast. That's patreon.com/trpod. And We Love to Hate TV. Patreon.com/Love to Hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.